Okay, you know what? Fuck it. So yeah, I'm just waiting for the go-ahead right now for starting with the adventure, since the DM just quickly went off to do something. But yeah, we just had a try run, and I would say it has gone pretty well. I wish I recorded it because the sadism has certainly started. 5 bandits went to 0 pretty quickly. Yeah, and we had basically 0 casualties. Kill them all. I'm not going full murder hobo. However, let's just say that the quality of the kill is certainly not going to be undermined. Like, the quality of the kills are hopefully going to be amazing. Also, hope you enjoy music as well. Oh fuck. Oh god, what's going on now? But yeah, I won't be reading the chat nearly as often because obviously I'll be much more into the adventure. Now I have to choose again. Oh, where is it? But yeah, the DM's just taking a break, so you know, I'm just gonna wait on him. But hey, if you've got any questions about things, you know, let me know. I obviously won't go into like people's characters right now because I think we'll do that when we go in again. Right, so I can play Skyblock with Fitz and others. I mean, I don't know. With a name. No, unfortunately, that is not a character. We don't have any Irish people here. I am the man from the UK. We have Cheese representing the Netherlands, and we have the Americans. That is what we have. And again, we'll probably actually explain our characters in a little bit when we all start our adventure. Yeah, just to preface, I don't actually know what's going to be happening in the adventure. So I don't actually know anything that will happen. You know, this hasn't been something like I've worked with the DM. The DM have just done it solely themselves. I can't wait. Oh god. Oh hey Bethicals, thank you for your host, I do appreciate it. Ah, we're all looking forward to this because I am very much looking forward to it. Oh, I've got it ready. Okay, so I have a screen to do this. And now let me stop the music. Let me put it over to this, which is going to be our dice room. And so, how about we get ready for D&D? Okay, we have the Tainted Crown. Not crown, but you know, good enough. Okay, and without further ado, let us undeafen and get into the adventure. Alright guys, I'm ready. What's up?
Well,
Alright, so yeah. Yep, shall we proceed and, you know, get everyone in and see what happens?
Alrighty. Let us begin.
Mm-hmm.
You all start yourself in a tavern in a far-off land.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is drinking merrily, doing their own things while they're in the tavern. Where are you guys within this place?
I am sitting playing a lute just at the end of the bar. My eyes kind of
Right.
darting around at everyone, but mostly keeping to myself.
I guess
okay.
I'm sitting somewhere in the corner. Just looking.
Just looking about? All
Yes.
I guess with me, I'm probably just sitting by one of the stools in the corner, but also reading a book that I have with me.
Alrighty. Beth?
I'm probably sitting at the bar, trying to talk to the bartender, deciding on what drink to get.
And Sean.
I would be
Let
at
Danny
the
sit.
counter getting hammered.
Alright. Nice.
So, what can I get for you?
All of them.
All of them. Well then, just
I make
everything.
I make an observation. I think he's a lightweight. Relatively palish skin, decent coarseness of hair, not a lot of experience drinking. He's very confident. But I only say it to myself.
Mm-hmm.
Can I quickly just chime out? Can you just check your purse really quick? Can you check that we do actually have the funds for this?
Shit. I'll have 2 shots.
2 shots of what? Bile? Water?
The vodka.
How much liquor we got? Okay. Well then. What about you, Mrs.? Yes.
I'll just have a cup of ale, please.
Cup of ale. Gotcha. Say, you guys wouldn't happen to know about the festival that's in town, would you?
A festival?
I've not.
Festival, you say? I knew about it for the last week.
Yeah, big old thing happening in the square town. In fact, it's about time for everyone to leave the bar unless you're paying.
I just
I
look at
don't
the guy.
I pay you in loot, you pay me in vodka. Is deal, yes?
Who are you? Did I hire you?
I do a very wide grin and slowly slip out.
Like for the
I leave the
Firbolg,
loot because I didn't pay for it.
It's at this point that a very, very sizely, fat, drunk man stands up and screams, "You ain't the boss of me. I'll sit wherever I want. Fuck you." He then
I
picks
turn.
up a nearby chair and flings it directly at Sean.
I saw you have to have your manners if you want to sit here.
Roll for fucking, what would that be?
Speech.
No, not speech. Perception? Yeah, roll for perception to see if you get absolutely smacked by this chair or if your reaction time was good enough.
I am still reading my book because I have literally no care for this.
That's good.
I'm sitting in the corner watching this, laughing to myself.
Can I look over at Chaos's book?
Is that D20?
Roll a d20 plus 2.
Alright. Alrighty.
So you look over just in time for the chair to collide directly with your face.
Okay, now I'm looking up for my book.
Roll for damage. Spoiler alert, it's 0.
That chair inflicts you with a whopping 1 damage point. It shatters on contact, though. I guess this man was strong enough. However, because of the lackluster effect it had on you, you just stare at him. Do you want to engage with this man?
Do I? Yes.
Yes?
Nice.
Yes.
All right. Wonderful. You are now in contact with a regular old fighter.
Can I assume that I've looked up for my book, so now I've seen that he is getting ready to fight?
Yes.
Okay, so can I sort of start getting up as well, like myself?
Yes.
Can I take Chaos's book?
Across the face, and I go up.
No, fuck you.
You can take his book.
No, fuck you. No. My book. Fuck you. You can't read it anyway. Fuck you. You don't want this book. You can't even read it. Why do you want? Wait, no, you can't. No, you can't read this. No. You literally just cannot.
Both of you roll for well, geez, you roll for sleight of hand, and Chaos, you roll for perception.
Okay. What do I roll?
The d20s to both of you.
Okay, I've got a +3 as well. So do I add that on?
Yeah.
Oh.
Can we?
All right.
We'll have to get started.
The
Is it
tricky
just tug
scenario.
Is it
Um,
just tug of war? At
I
this
just go
point?
with nothing. Absolutely nothing happens.
I'm gonna go with Chaos wins because his native roll was higher.
Sure.
So he.
I just sort of
he
look at him like
snags the
just like.
book.
Oh, sorry. I'll just like sort of like I guess what I sort of imagine is that she's like sort of trying to reach for it, and I'm not exactly looking at it.
Yeah.
I sort of look at him. I just like sort of like push him away a bit. Like no, just stop. Just no, you don't want this. Just please stop. Like just sort of like keep him at arm's length, sort of. You know, like a gentle push.
I sit back down.
Beth, are you going to involve yourself in this? Or keep drinking.
I'm gonna keep drinking and watch.
All right. So, Sean, what would you like to do to this man who just pummeled you with a broken chair?
I'd like to slap him.
You'd like to slap him. Okay. Roll your unarmed.
So that's just a D20 then, huh?
Yeah. God, fuck.
Eat this,
So
you drunk bastard.
that would be that'd be an 18 for strength. So you take your large Goliath-sized hand and smack him, and it makes the clap equivalent to the thickest ass cheeks. He makes a full 360 as he's falling down, and he crashes headlong into a table. He is
Nice.
out cold.
I run over and steal his drink.
I start looking for his pockets.
Both of you roll sleight of hand because the bartender is still fucking there.
Oh fuck!
That or not.
I make direct eye contact with the bartender as I search shotgun.
Yeah, you ain't gonna stop me. Okay, what do I roll?
All right, roll your roll d20s with your sleight of hand modifier.
Okay, +1.
And me?
14.
Yeah, you too.
Oh, okay. Sleight of hand, that would be just sleight of hand? I guess I don't have
Yeah.
one. Okay. In that case.
Yep.
Oh. Good.
So you go. The bartender. At the very moment you guys make your move, he drops a glass on the ground and bends over behind the bar, just long enough for you men to rummage through this man's pockets.
So you're taking the drink, I'm taking the pockets. So
Oh, he takes the drink. All right, so you're right. Nick grabs the man's glass of ale, pours it into his own existing glass, and puts the glass back down where it was, and quickly goes and sits down at a table, as if nothing happened.
Liquid.
Chaos, you're rummaging through his pocket, and you find 4 shiny pieces of gold
Alright, nice.
and a little photo of a woman.
Okay.
No, don't know the relation, just a woman.
Does it say any address on it, or?
Hmm?
Does it say any address?
No address.
Ah, okay.
Might just be a keepsake.
Yeah, okay, I'll take it.
All right. The bartender looks back over the bar and just sees the now unconscious man just laying there, passed out over a table. He looks at Sean.
I pretend like I'm patting him, like, "Hey mate, you okay? Are you okay?" Instead of looking like I'm just looting the man, I'm looking like, "Hey, come on, buddy, come on, you can do this. Get on up, come on."
I'm looking over to him, just kind of surprised and shocked to myself.
I just say
Kinda
like, "Let's
trying
go,
not to
champ.
laugh.
Let's go, champ. Come on, you can do this. Let's go, champ."
The bartender looks over at Sean. Did you do this?
Nah, he fell over.
Then what was that sound?
That was his massive meatball of a body hitting the floor.
Uh-huh.
He's pretty fat.
Large man.
You know what? Never liked the guy anyway, so why not?
Alrighty, I'd like a shot on him. The man on the floor over there.
Fuck it. He pours you a small glass of ale. I'll just put it on his tab.
Can I ask the bartender about the man's relations with like people?
What do
Like,
you want
know,
to do?
like, can I just like say to him, so do you know if this guy like comes in here with anyone, like any like particular women, anything like that?
Oh yeah, he comes in with this one woman,
Oh,
a
really?
couple of others.
Oh,
I recognize a few of them.
I see.
They're from the southern quarter. Not exactly the best people,
Okay.
but they pay at least enough
Okay.
sometimes.
I'll take notice of that. Thank you.
So, which one you talking about?
Oh, just anyone really, like, just in case anyone can like take him back, I don't know if he's on his own or, because I really do care about this man, because sure, he might be someone who I don't know about, but, at the end of the day, I truly do believe we should be looking after people.
Well, there's a blonde one, a redhead, and this one that wears the same thing all the time, a white sundress.
Okay.
But other than that, couldn't tell you any relationships. Thought he had a wife
okay.
at one point, but I don't care for
I
him.
see. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it then. Thank you.
So, anything else I can get for you lot? Perhaps another drink? We just brought out some fresh mince pie. A couple of rooms ready.
Anyone?
What's in the
Yeah.
mince?
Yes.
Well, it's meat. Meat bought fresh from the hunters that come in here and offer me the meat.
Did
What
the
kind of
hunters
meat?
ever tell you where they get the meat?
Nah. They sell it to me cheap, so come to think about it, that does sound suspicious.
I take a really good whiff of that pie, and my grin slowly fades.
Do you recognize the meat?
No. Squints runs out of the bar.
With or without the pie?
Actually, without the pie.
Alright, so you've left the bar at this point.
Yeah.
Guy looks at the rest of you. So, the thing about anyone not paying and still staying applies to you guys too, so...
I will have a
I
glass
get up
of
and
water.
walk out.
Alright.
My drink's on him. I'm going out with Nick.
Alright.
I'd like to take a better look at the pie.
Alright. What about it would you like to look for?
I don't know what the minced pie looks like, actually. Can I see the meat?
I guess.
Buy it first,
Can I-
right?
See what kind of meat it is?
He walks back into the back room and comes out carrying a piece of meat wrapped in parchment. He opens it up and it looks pretty red for the most part. It looks like your average leg of some type of cow or perhaps a very bloodied lamb. But there's no real way to say you discern what type of meat it is unless you want to roll perception for a closer look.
I'll roll perception.
All right.
Like that.
You take a really very good close look at it, and you see what looks to be a piece of skin. It doesn't appear to have had hair on it, so it may have been a hairless creature of sorts.
Huh.
There are many of them around, but this does rule out cows, horses, and sheep or lamb.
I could ask him who he got the meat from exactly.
Well, this guy comes in about once a week, dressed in some regular old clothes. Usually wearing a cloak of some sort, carrying around a bow and a very sharp-looking knife. I don't question where he gets the meat, because he told me that if I found out, that he would have to take away the discount. Other than that, he never told me where he gets the meat from, but considering how bloody it is when it arrives, I would assume it's close by. It can't be too long a haul. It'd dry out.
Alright. I'd like to buy the pie.
Oh God.
All right, that'll be 2 gold.
Alright. Don't know how to remove my gold.
So you go into equipment, you click on currency.
Yes.
2 gold removed.
Alright.
Oh yeah, I need to add the gold I got, don't I?
Yeah.
Wait. Do we have any gold starting out?
Actually, I'll just do that later.
Oh no, wait, I do.
You should.
Did I spend any gold? No, I don't think I did.
No, you played the loot,
Mm-hmm.
and then you stole a man's drink and ran.
And I stole 3 gold. I'll do that later.
Mhm.
So while Cheese is paying for his pie, can I just ask him about the festival that he mentioned earlier on? You know, almost as though we should be maybe investigating this as opposed to a meat pie.
You do you. So the festival, it happens annually, a year. A lot of vendors come into town selling all sorts of goods, but the big mainstay is the dance competition. A lot of good bards and performers get up on stage and do their best act and routine, and the audience then votes afterwards to see who did it the best.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what the prize is this year. I saw them toting it around in a little pouch, so it shouldn't be gold unless it's big coins. I wouldn't carry any large lump sums of money around here. It's not the best town.
I see. Okay. Okay. So, where is this festival? Just so I know.
It's just to the west of here, right up the street.
Okay, thank you. Oh, actually, by the way, before I leave, just want to ask really quick, could I get a glass of water for the road?
Sure thing.
Thank you.
Pours you a glass of water and just slides it your way.
Thank you. You have a good day now.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'd leave to go towards the festival and try to get the other people to be like, hey, it's a festival. Maybe go. Yeah, okay, thanks.
All right. This leaves you, Cheese, in the bar staring at a pie.
I like to follow Chaos and start eating the pie.
All right. You start to eat the pie.
I walk back in and I see him with genuine concern on my face. And the hunter fellow tied up behind me.
All right, so you all are outside. You're all facing north. The festival is over to the west, and the town gates are to the east. Ahead up north, further into town, is Castle Torns, home of the king of this nice kingdom of ours. To the south is the residential quarters, and the shops are just scattered about the main street leading towards the festival. Those shops being a weaponsmith, an armorer, an alchemist, and a fletcher.
Can I just say, hold on, why the fuck do you have a man tied up?
That's the hunter. And I found out what was in the meat.
Oh, really? What was it?
Human.
I am... cheese. How does that pie taste, by chance?
Pretty good.
I can tell by the smell it's very similar to pork.
Yeah, I've been told that it's
Okay.
slightly like a sweet chicken. You know, do you give a sort of taste cheese? Curious. Okay, cool.
Tastes like a mince pie.
Oh, who would have thought? Anyway, yeah.
So what are y'all up to doing?
Well, I tell everyone that, you know, there's a festival over to the west and that maybe we should take a look over there and see what's going on, and that there is a dance competition.
Oh
I
god.
agree. But also, we're not to participate.
All right. Would you all like to make your way to the west?
Sure.
I suppose I'll make my way towards the west, yes.
That's good.
All right.
Follow me.
Purely for the sake of curiosity.
So you all start walking west, passing shops. Lots of people are very happy sitting around, drinking, singing, dancing, and there's a huge crowd gathered in front of a stage. You can see a man poking out from behind the stage. He looks a little nervous. Behind the stage, you notice a few groups of dancers, and that's all you can really see at this point.
I go behind the stage.
All right. And what would you like to do behind the stage?
Well, primarily I'm just sort of standing in the corner, just observing what's going on, really. Taking a look to see if there's any pouches available.
So behind the stage, you get a full good look at all the dancers. There are bards dotted around offering their services in hopes of either performing while they rehearse, or to land their music act while they are in the actual competition on stage.
Okay. You said about a man looking quite nervous before. Did this man have like anything of particular notice? Say a pouch?
You look over at him, and he's peeking out towards the crowd, looking rather nervous, but you don't see anything on him of sorts.
Okay.
He is dressed quite well. I wouldn't say noble, but pretty well off, that you wouldn't have to worry.
Okay. I approach him and say, "So, are you ready to present Hendrix?"
I get it.
Who?
Are you ready?
Who's Hendrix? Are you?
Oh dear lord. No,
Are you
I'm
another
talking about
act?
you. No, I'm talking about you. Do you not actually know who I am?
No.
Oh, well, unfortunately for you, I am the noble Alexander Hawklight. And, well, you should probably know by now that I am, that you should think the best of me, and that I'm welcome in high society, and people are sure that I have the right to be wherever I am. So, I ask again, are you ready for the show?
Well, to be honest, it's the dancers that really have to prepare, but
Are you ready to present? Yes or no?
yes, the presentation will go on without a hitch.
Okay,
It's
perfect. That's
just
all I need to know.
It's just what will happen afterwards that I'm a little nervous about.
Oh, afterwards. Could you tell me a little bit more about that, just to make sure? I want to make sure you got the details right, of course.
Someone said, "Sure."
Well, you see, I may have misplaced the prize for winning the competition. It's a small pouch and it has a gem in it.
I give him the Kubrick stare.
I start overhearing everything, and my eyes start darting around at every possible little detail I can pick out.
I also start listening in.
And so I then start exploding in anger, saying, "What the fuck do you mean you have lost the goddamn prize, you absolute buffoon?"
Okay, quiet down. No one needs to
No,
hear that.
no, shh, silence. Where did you last have this?
So last I had it, I was talking to this group of people. They wore cloaks, and they were
Where
asking about
was
the prize.
this?
Right here on stage.
Oh, dear lord.
Noticed it was gone not too long ago.
Can I roll for
4.
perception to see if he's lying?
That would be that I believe would be insight.
Oh, okay.
So you can roll D20 insight.
Again, I don't see an insight thing for some reason. Okay, well.
Well, it's in the your insight is +4.
Oh,
You have a proficiency in it.
oh, I got you.
I asked them what they look like.
Well, you see, they I don't. They had cloaks. They covered everything. There
What color
was
cloaks?
brown,
Mm-hmm.
more tattered, not really high nobility garments. They just needed to keep themselves covered, I guess. I thought it was just to shield themselves from the sun.
So are you telling me people who look awfully mysterious and look like they would probably mug you are just going around and talking to you, and you thought we were just going to have a friendly chat?
Well, I mean, they registered for the competition. I've talked to a lot of the contestants.
Right. You know, no, just give me a moment. I need to consult with some of my associates here. So no,
I walk up to the man and offer him the rest of my meat pie.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll take a slice. Do I owe you anything?
No.
Oh, thank you. He then takes a good big bite of the pie and looks rather happy.
So do I.
Did I say you could enjoy that pie?
All right, so the 7, you don't pick up on anything quite, but he does look genuinely nervous, as if it was his head on a chopping block.
Damn right, it better be. So I guess now we're like sort of in our like group, like imagining like we're in like a whole like huddle, you know, like team huddle.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
asked
so-
him in what direction they went.
After that, they went back into the crowd. I would assume that they were going to rehearse. The other contestants might have seen something. After that, they disappeared into the crowd.
Right then.
Would it be possible for me to roll again to be able to confirm that legitimacy?
Sure. Roll at a disadvantage. Roll 2 d20s and take the lower.
Okay.
But still add your insight.
Oh, nice.
So
Oh well.
it was an 11 plus you a 12. So you take a good look at him, and you see the fear in his eyes. He's darting around, looking at anything that could possibly resemble a brown cloak. But he peers off into the stage to see the growing crowd. He looks like he's not lying. He's legitimate lost something of value. And someone is going to be very mad if it doesn't get back as the prize.
What was the prize?
It was a gem, I believe.
Are
He
you asking
told
him
me.
or just people?
Oh.
I'm asking the guy.
I can't go into too much detail. It was pretty valuable. It's a gem, a pale pink. It was kind of oblong. It has a bit of magical property to it that I can't go into
Oh.
grave detail in case you're cooperating with people.
I'm sorry, are you assuming that I am cooperating with bandits? I still start looking at this guy again and, you know, start approaching him. Are you assuming I am cooperating with these people?
Would you like to roll intimidation at this point?
Yeah, I think I would.
Can I drag Chaos out from behind the stage?
All right. Roll a grapple. Roll a d20 with a dexterity and Chaos, you roll a dexterity saving throw,
Okay.
or you
my
can
de-
roll athletics if it's higher.
I mean, I've got -1 in athletics. So I'll just roll a dexterity. Shall I just roll a d20?
Yeah, d20 plus or minus your dex modifier.
5.
All right. Beth successfully grabs you by the arm and
Hey,
drags you away.
What's your coat? Come on. I totally had that. Come on. I'm just trying to get some more information.
No. Poor man's already scared enough. We
Yeah,
have to help him.
damn right he better be.
No.
I start seriously consider interrogating him.
Oh my god.
Would you like to roll?
I roll for intimidation just to
Can
stare
I throw
at him.
stone at Nick?
What size stone?
Like just a pebble.
You'd have to let go of Chaos.
Oh,
You have to let go of me.
Never
Who do you?
mind.
So, roll. Would you like to roll your intimidation to just look at this man intently?
Intently asking, are you absolutely certain you don't remember who these people are, yes?
All right. Roll your intimidation. Your plus 1d20.
Uh-huh. Okay.
All right.
As many outcomes as I would have liked. Damn.
Let's see. He sees you staring straight through him, and he just mutters out, "I'm positive it was. I don't know what they were, who they were."
I attempt to pick him up to take him with us so that he could show us him.
Mhm.
All right, roll.
Roll for strength. Shit.
Roll your strength. Well, let's. It actually
Double dip.
succeeded.
I'll let you.
So you take this man and sling him over your shoulder, and he's squirming violently. What the fuck are you doing to me?
Calm down, Hendrix. Look here. If you've lost this, you are going to help us get it, okay? So you are coming with us through fire and fury. I sort of shout that.
He's going to harass.
Uh-huh. Well, like I said, the crowd might have seen something. We might want to start there.
Okay, Hendrix, you lead the way then.
Do you consent to release this man back onto the ground, Sean?
No, I'm taking him with us.
All right, he simply points.
But wait, can I just say, Beth, can you let me go, please?
No, you're gonna need a leash at this point.
I'm not gonna kill him, okay? I can still use my
Alright.
words, Beth. Just please. I need to walk.
All right.
Fine. I let
Alright.
Chaos go.
I readjust my coat.
All right. So you guys start heading towards the crowd.
Do you see anyone?
Who are you? So
Slightly asking
The man over my shoulder.
Hendrix.
So you start asking about.
Yes.
There are 3 groups. There's a band of 3 contestants, adorned in gold and red fabric. A group of 6 in black and red. A duo who you are wearing only regular clothes. And a band of women in thin veils. And finally, a group of 4 in blue and yellow. Who would you like to ask?
I'd like the opportunity to just sort of stand back and sort of scan them all.
All right.
I go from left to right with the guy. See if he recognizes anyone.
He just stares out defeated that he's being gripped by a Goliath.
You're just being bullied and I love it.
I walk over to the duo
All right.
and ask them about the cloaked people. Seeing if they saw anyone running from the back of the stage, and if they did, which direction did they go?
One of
Can
them.
I?
Go on.
Oh, sorry. I was just about to say. While Beth was doing that, I go to the group of three, I believe it was, who are in red and golden sort of fabrics.
I knew it.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So the duo talking to Beth talks over with each other. I think I saw someone. It was a group of 3 or 4 of them. I think. Brown cloaks, right?
Yes.
Yeah, one of them was fairly short. I would say. I'd say around 5'6". Definitely a man. Don't know if he was human though. Although, I think he was. I also think I saw a bit of red hair coming out from under his cloak.
All right.
But really, that's all I saw.
Did you see which direction they went in?
I think they were heading south, but they kind of weaved about. They approached from a weird angle and left almost in exactly the same one. I think they might have been trying to confuse their way? Or maybe just weave throughout the crowd?
Okay, well, thank you for your information.
Glad to help.
I start walking over to Chaos
Okay.
just to make
And
sure he doesn't
because
do anything.
I walk up and I friendly say, "Oh, lovely weather for a show, isn't it?"
Yeah, definitely. Sun's out shining. People are happy.
You know, I'm really surprised there hasn't been any trouble here. Like, I haven't noticed a suspicious person anywhere at all. Really, I would have thought that with a crowd like this, it would be almost asking for it, you know? After all, the prize is pretty good.
I mean, now that you mention it, there's this group of 4 that were just weird looking. I mean,
really?
there are those people over there in plain clothes. You don't have to be a
Hmm.
noble in this competition, but
Precisely. So
I mean,
peasants.
the cloaks they wore were kind of weird.
Oh. Any odd symbols on them, or, you know, anything of particular note?
I think one of them had a symbol, but it looked like it was just gibberish.
Oh, could you?
But,
Well, tell you what, how about you take my pen and parchment and you draw that signal? Just so I get an idea.
She scribbles down a bit of a strange symbol. It doesn't look like anything you've seen or any of the recent kingdoms you may have located. It actually looks a bit more like an arrow pointing
Oh, okay.
downwards.
Okay.
Kind of like an inverted peace sign.
Okay. As I'm sort of walking away, I ask them, "Oh, by the way, you don't happen to have caught with a went or anything, did you?"
I think I saw them heading a little westwards.
Oh,
A little
okay, further west.
southwestward.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, thank you for your time, and I hope you have an amazing show.
Oh, thank you.
Under my breath, I call them bastards. Nothing.
All right.
I'd like to walk up to the blue and yellow guys, or people.
The blue and yellow.
Yes.
All right. What would you like?
I'd like to ask them if they know anything about Kenku.
Wait, about what?
Kenku.
Kenku?
Me.
Anything about the Kenku race?
Shit. I forgot your race's name for a second.
Oh, yeah, we haven't technically introduced our characters, have we?
No, not
Like-
really.
Yeah. Should we quickly go through and just say who we are?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Impromptu introductions, I guess. Who's going first?
Start with you.
Me?
You initiated this.
Okay. Well, okay. My character is Alexander Hawklight, the Tiefling Warlock. Once a noble, but now on an adventure for wealth.
And what of you, Sean?
I'm just I can't even pronounce my own fucking name. Just a
Durirsh.
giant fighter, nothing special.
Just a giant man.
Yes,
All right, Nick.
a
What have
giant
you?
man.
Most people know me as just plain simple Ruffio, and that's all I really am to you. Tend to help out with helping people, find lost items, lost people, lost corpses, things like that. Nothing too special. And yes, I'm definitely 68 years old.
And Beth, what have you?
I'm a Firbolg Druid. My name is Dadi.
And Cheese.
I'm a Kenku, which is cursed race, basically.
A cursed
Yes,
bird.
they cannot fly.
A tragedy. Revenge will be sought.
You're a damn penguin and you know it.
So
I asked him if he's ever heard of the tale of Learn to Fly 2.
I like to throw both of my daggers at both of them.
So the group of 4 in blue and yellow kind of stare at you. Aren't those the birds?
Yes,
I haven't heard much of them. Do you know anything about them?
I point at myself. Me.
Well, yes, I gathered that much. But why do you ask?
I need to know.
Well, from what I learned, just reading around, I hear you guys can't fly because some god got angry at you. I don't remember much. Never really struck me to learn about him.
Of course.
I mean, the library might know, and they have a lot of stuff on the differing history of races.
Where's the library?
It's down further west to the south.
I moved to the library.
I started in Southwest with the guy over my shoulder.
So you're going southwest too?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going in the direction that the people told me. Oh yeah, I guess I'm going the direction of southwest where the people told me those other people went.
I've been keeping kind of a long lead on Alexander, and I'm kind of following him to his lead. And I start kind of just sitting in the corner, and I'm kind of staring at the group of people in plain clothes.
All right. That leaves you, Nick, and Beth still pretty much at the festival. Anything you guys would like to do?
I'd like to see if I couldn't possibly try to identify if they are the actual perpetrators or not.
The 2 in the regular clothes?
Yeah.
All right, roll for an insight. +4.
Mm-hmm. Just a single D20.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be shitty. About what I expected.
You take a good stare at them, and you don't notice. You notice over where their backpacks are, just laying on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
They're way too small to conceal anything like a cloak, if they were to have changed clothes. And the man of the duo is definitely a bit above 6 foot. He's pretty tall for human. So you don't think it's them.
Okay.
And Beth, would you like to do anything?
So the group is heading towards
the southwesterly area.
Yeah, where we were told they were.
Follow me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with.
Wait a minute. Does Sean still have that guy slung across his shoulder?
Yes.
Got
I think I forgot about him.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Wait a second.
I let him know.
No, use your weapon now.
I never thought about that.
Can I actually, before I go towards the southwest, could I quickly just catch Ruffio by the side and just have a quick conversation with him?
Sure.
Right. So something I just want to ask really quick is, you know that man who you tied up a while ago?
What, the one over my shoulder?
No,
no,
next man.
the one, yeah, the one who you assume was a hunter, right?
Oh yeah.
Do you know where you left him? Since I just want to check him for a tattoo, really. You know, I just got told something, and I feel like maybe it could be of some note.
Contamara? Yeah, I tied him up over by prison house. By Paul.
Oh.
Couldn't have escaped.
Ah, yeah, I'm not gonna go near that. Okay, don't worry about it, Vin. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Tattoo the same symbol that you have on paper. Already sold.
Yeah. I got this symbol on paper. Do you want to take a look at it?
Yes, and
Right,
it's perfectly fine. I'm deeply troubled by it.
I asked him like if he I just say to him, well, I noticed if there was an arrow, you said he was a hunter. I just thought putting two and two together. Did you see the seal? Did you see that on like him anywhere, like as you were tying him up? You know.
It's not common hunter symbol. Typically, hunter symbols would be more antler in design, but no, he sees some sort of ancient draconic thing. Not too familiar. Sorry.
Oh, I'm surprised you know about that. Okay, you know, don't worry about that. Thank you for your help. I truly appreciate it.
It's
Okay,
what
and
to?
Yeah, and then I start just walking off.
Strange man.
I'm making a mental note to myself.
What did you say that man that Sean has slung over is named?
Hendrix, or at least that's just what I called him.
Okay, I need to restart my headphones because they're kind of fucking up on me.
Okay. I mean, he could be called like Jeffrey or something. I just thought I called him Hendrix.
Why, you have to make a new character now?
No.
Just a whole backstory for him. Father of 2 kids, a wife, you know. We go and steal the children and then calls them a ransom, ask him if he knows where the what the numbers mean, you know. Feel terrified.
So, you guys make your way southwestwardly. You come up to the west edge of the kingdom's castle walls. Really, it's only southwardly from here. Looking down south, you see a bit of a rugged street. Buildings that are a bit run down, some broken doors and windows repaired with a couple of nails and scrap wood. Candlelight flickers through some of the cracks within the houses.
Okay.
I look around for the library.
The library is the opposite direction of the alleyway. It's right the fuck there.
Alright. I go into the library.
Okay, he enters the library. What of the rest of you?
I guess I just take a look around as well myself, and you know, just see if there's anything slightly out of place, really, or anything that would make me think, you know what, that seems like the lair of someone who'd steal a gem.
All right, roll perception or investigation, whichever you prefer.
I will take a look 1 second. Okay, what's my investigation is 3, and perception is. Yeah, okay, I've got a +3 in either, so 1d20 +3.
On D20 plus 3.
Oh, 20.
Ah, well.
Okay.
Looking around, you see this light, this faint glow coming from a alleyway around the side of the house,
Okay.
or one of the houses down the street.
Well, like sort of like a cellar sort of glow, or just like a glow coming out of a wall, or
It's a flickering. It would have to be fire or some type of faulty
okay.
light that's being obscured by some waving fabric, maybe.
Okay. I like talk to Buddy and say, hey, do you guys see that lamp? Like, does anyone else see that, or is it just me?
Vividly.
Okay. Well, no. I feel like maybe it's maybe in a shady street. If someone is trying to obscure light, there's probably a space behind it. Could someone help me maybe just move around some bits of it and see if we can find the source?
I go to try to see if there's an entrance to what he's talking about. I'd like to roll for investigation. Or possibly what?
Roll
either.
for. So you go around to the alleyway.
Mm-hmm.
Roll for stealth.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Any modifiers there? Can't really see that.
Let's see here. Stealth is a 2 plus 2.
Oh, okay. So that's just D20 plus 2, right?
Yep.
Oh.
20. So you creep up around to the alleyway and you stop just short, quite silently, and you see a group of men. One of them looks to be about 5'4", a bit of a hunch, might have a cane, but he's facing away from you. And you can see the one that is slightly faced towards you has red hair.
Mm-hmm.
Can I assume that if I'm looking... Oh, sorry. You go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, I kind of make a hand gesture to... what the fuck's your name? Alex? Sorry.
Yep. Alexander.
I kind of gesture to Alex that basically confirmed his suspicion.
Okay. So, I guess that I'm sort of looking over there and now I'm sort of seeing a crowd, or am I not able to quite see them?
You roll for stealth as well. To creep up
okay.
alongside him.
Do I also go on the corner with the man?
Do we roll for stealth with the Goliath?
No, I'm going to say that.
You each will have to creep up individually and roll stealth.
Okay, I guess I'll roll stealth. I got 7.
7.
Yep.
All right. Let's see if they're dumb.
You'd be dumb. You'd be dumb.
They are not dumb.
I start glaring at you.
I just sort of look at him like, don't you dare say anything.
You've already said everything.
All right, mister, I can sneak around. Doo-doo-doo.
So.
Yes, I can. You, however.
Anyway.
So you all the 4 bandits, the 4 that are huddled around the fire, look up and notice you creeping around the corner.
Mm-hmm. Good day. Excuse me, I'm terribly sorry, but do you know where the library is? I'm rather lost here. I'm not a native here, you see.
Roll for... What would be the deception? Roll for deception.
Okay, not persuasion?
No, you have to deceive them.
Okay, still +4.
You are lying. Okay. They look you up and down and notice that you don't look to be the fighting type necessarily. You do look like you are a book nerd.
Oh.
I'm still on those side, very curious as to what the fuck is happening.
The redhead one simply lifts a finger and points back up the street while glaring at you.
I thank her for a time.
He has yet to notice Ruffio.
I thank them for the time and proceed to walk away.
How tall is the building?
The building is at least a good 2 stories, if
Shit.
not 3 at some point. Probably looking at about 35 at its height.
Is the door locked? Is there a door on my side?
Yes, there are 3 doors close to you, each one locked to varying degrees.
Are there any windows?
Yes, there are windows. Many of them are boarded over, but a lot of them are simply curtains just hung over a hole in the wall.
Okay, so there's no way to tell if there's any stairs inside.
No.
Alright. I go for whichever door would be closest and attempt to break the lock.
Okay. Roll for a strength.
Roughly door away from Ruffio.
God damn it. So you go to open the door, and you instead rip the front face of the building off cleanly. When the wall falls down, breaks over your body, and inside is simply a man, a woman, and a little girl who just stare at you, eyes wide open. The man is just completely enamored at what happened. It's at this point the 4 bandits come running out of the alleyway and stare at this marvel of a Goliath that just ripped the front of a building.
Okay, so Drew,
Yes.
the bandits that I'm spying on, are they staring at the sky?
They are staring at the whole party is there. You're still like hiding behind a trash can. They have yet to notice you, but they're like right next to you.
I'm gonna take this opportunity. Go ahead.
But they are just enamored at the sight of Sean still gripping the broken door as the wall is just laying on the floor.
How enamored are they?
I sneak in and steal the crystal.
Attempt for sleight of hand.
Give me a minute.
Okay.
I don't see details on the page I'm looking at, so the modifier I have is
Fucking sleight of hand is +0.
yeah. Okay, that's kind of what I thought. Motherfucker! How?
I now look at Ruffio and just look at him being like, whoa, you were saying something?
So you go to search for the crystal, but you instead stick your hand in his back pocket and start doing jazz hands. The man whips around. First off, red at the cheeks, because that was sexual harassment. But he now notices you, and then will now very attempt to slap you.
Can I Eldritch
What,
Blast?
did you want the reach around instead?
I actually thought, does anyone recognize the man over my shoulder?
Not yet. So roll a d20 to see if the slap lands.
Oh. Oh. I am not okay. Oh, I'm actually fine.
He fucking reels his hand and goes in for a slap, and you just fucking matrix that shit. He whips around and slaps the bandit at his side. So, fuck. So, it's at this point that you're pretty much in an encounter.
I'll come outside to see what's going on.
Oh, yeah, he was just in the fucking library, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
He just hears a wall crumble, and he's just like, "Oh, I guess it's time for me to come."
Okay. Okay.
With my free hand, I attempt to return the slap.
No, hold on. Just hold on.
Okay, Eldritch Blast.
Wait.
Okay, so to assess the situation, Nick just sexually harassed him, and then Matrix whiffed the slap.
Are we not going to talk about the fact her door just came off its hinges?
Out of the corner of your eye, you notice the man, woman, and child just slowly, while still making eye contact with the rest of the party, walk backwards up the steps to their.
I just sort of look at them and say, "Don't tell anyone, please. Just just run. Someone will pay for it. Trust me. You can totally trust me. Just go away."
Hold on.
Let's see if you can save this.
You have yet to make a move, Beth. What would you like to do?
No one stops talking.
No one stops doing. What is your action? What would you
I
like to do?
run into the basement and I cast Entangle, entangling the entire room, including my own party, except for the man, woman, and child.
The man, woman, and child are upstairs. They're not at
Oh,
level.
okay.
All right, so you wanna cast Entangle.
I want to cast Entangle.
All right. How do we go about doing that then? What save throw is to get rid of Entangle?
Also, what modifiers or anything like that? I guess I'm allowed to roll for
Strength
this.
saving throw. So
Oh, fuck.
everyone roll a strength saving throw.
I have a -1.
Also, it's not the -1 to strength.
Oh.
There is a saving throw
Oh, okay.
area.
Fuck.
Oh,
All right.
I don't think I got anything in terms of strength, so it's just a straight D20 for me, I believe.
Let's see. Yes.
Oh, wait,
You have
here
a
we go.
+0.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
And
Hey, good Ruffio. How you doing?
Sean, was that 22 your strength saving throw, or was that
That
pulling
was-
the door off the hinge?
That was a strength. 23 was whipping the wall off the building.
All right, so that was your strength saving throw.
Yes, 22 is this.
Okay. You roll. Well, no, you don't roll. You just casted. It's gonna hit regardless. Cheese, you have to roll strength.
I did.
Or you did. It was the 14.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So that means there are 4 bandits, and I have to see what fucking. All right.
Biff, I hate you.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Do I basically have everyone but Sean and Cheese?
You have to make.
I'm not going.
Or
anywhere.
no.
I don't know what's going on.
So Cheese isn't entangled. Sean isn't entangled, and
Thought that was going anywhere anyway.
only 2 of the 4 bandits are entangled.
It's the redhead entangled.
The redhead is entangled.
Why are you so
Okay,
worried
so
about
I
the
walk
redhead?
over to the redhead and I take the prize.
Wait, have we
you
even
search-
established she has it?
So you want to search the? you
Like,
wanna
have we
search
even-
the redhead?
Have we even established that she has it or not?
We'll make a investigation check or a perception.
Nick already established he has it.
No, he didn't. He went to go and try to
Like-
see if it was there, and then he ended up sexually harassing them.
Oh, okay.
And I talked to a redhead and asked her where the lightning was.
Okay, so what do I roll?
Yeah, roll for roll for something that makes sense. What the fuck would? Let's do. See if you can. Let's see if you can find it on his entangled body.
11 plus 3, so that hits right.
It would. You search his pockets while the other 2 bandits just look at what the fuck. They're still kind of enamored by the wall falling down, but they're coming to. You search his pockets back and forth, but you don't find anything except a small coin purse of 3 gold. They weren't very wealthy.
So
Check.
I take the 3 gold.
All right, you want to take the 3 gold?
I asked Beth if she found the gem and whether my entanglement was worth it.
Well, I just
Yes and no. Well, but hold on, those are in the wrong order. No and yes.
I grumble.
It's at this point that the bandits attack. So, because you've entangled the whole party except Sean Cheese and yourself, you 3 roll initiative, and the other 2 that I have will also. It is time to encounter.
Hmm.
I have the 6 modifier. False.
wait, initiative. Hold on it.
Yeah, plus you have a 6 initiative.
Wait,
I have a
what?
6 initiative.
Damn, son.
Damn.
Oh, plus 3. Wait, so did I just add that to what I have, or just roll again?
Oh wait, do I still roll?
Um,
Add
Or-
it to what you have.
Yeah.
Oh, I
That
still
would
roll?
be
Okay.
roll.
So that
Okay, so-
would mean. Go ahead.
Wait, sorry, do I roll? Sorry.
You can roll,
Okay.
but Beth's spell will nullify. It'll still determine the order, but you'll have to be unentangled first.
Don't I have a plan?
All right. And that 8 was okay. So that 8, so it'd be 8. And then Sean. Jeez. All right. And then all right, Nick, you go first. Well,
Oh.
you are no, you are entangled. Yeah, so you don't go first. So the bandit, one of the bandits that's not entangled, walks up to you, Nick,
Mm.
and attempts a good mighty slap again. Payback. He screams. Roll the d20 to see. The d6.
I make the attempt to bite the hand as it comes in.
Attempt failed. unfortunately. So
you just have your mouth open as he slaps you.
it just ends up making the sound as he hits your cheek due to your open mouth. So yeah, he smacks you. Let's see what you take. You take 2 damage for yourself.
From that,
Yes, he slaps quite bad.
arthritis.
It was
It's like-
17.
It's like one of those like professional like slapping championships. Like, have you ever seen those? Like,
Yes,
it's
I
like a
have.
professional championship in like Russia. It's like one of like the
Zurich
mid-tier
can
guys.
turn a man's head around by simply looking at him.
All right. So, Beth, it is your turn. Untangle.
Have you have an idea, Beth?
And remember, there are 2 bandits that are still tangled.
Okay. I want to go up to the nearest untangled bandit, and I want to knock them unconscious. So a non-lethal blow.
All right. So you want to do a non-lethal blow.
Yes.
All right. Roll the d20 with your strength. And we'll see if you can hit me. Oh,
So it's a
okay.
19
Okay.
with my plus strength.
Are you doing this unarmed or with? Or...
Unarmed.
All right. So you make a fist and you swing it overhead and smack him dead in the head. And he stumbles backward and falls straight. He's not unconscious, but he's definitely dazed at this point.
Okay.
So he will skip his next turn. All right, Sean. What will you be doing?
What is going on here?
Well, there's 2 bandits that are tangled because Beth does entangled. There are 2 that are not entangled. One of them is dazed on his ass, and the other one pretty much just slapped Nick because Nick is entangled.
I'm going to slap him.
Thank you, Beth.
All right. Roll for your strength.
Your life appreciating entitled attitude to disgust me, woman.
Yes, Beth, I must say, your choice to entangle is absolutely horrific, and I hope you never try
You
this
guys
again.
are destroying the place for no reason.
Beth, I did not pull up down a door. I asked for a library, and yet I'm entangled in this. As soon as I come out of here, I'm going to have a strong word with you. I haven't even killed anyone yet, Beth. Ignore our dream that we had.
So
I have reason too. It's fine.
So Sean walks up to the man that slapped Nick. The bandit turns around and stares in horror as he breaks his fist up and smacks him. He smacks him, and the street isn't super wide, so his hit sends him flinging into the building across the street. You slapped him sideways into a nearby building.
Is he dead?
You can actually sort of see a limb coming off too.
He is unconscious. Roll a d6 for fucking damage.
Well, no, just 2 entangled bandits.
Oh, fuck.
Yep. You smack him. Luckily, he was wearing his helmet. So he only takes 1 damage, but the radiance of the hit sends him unconscious. So he's just slumped over on the doorway of the building across the street.
See, I was remembering wearing a helmet when you got to ride a bike.
It is at this point that a goose wanders up from the alleyway.
Wait, what?
What the fuck?
Oh, fuck. Guys, don't trust it. I've seen this goose.
Ruffio knows where this is going.
I attempt to catch the
Wait,
dear
goose.
God.
wait.
Guys, I'm just saying, do not mess with geese, okay? Trust me. Trust me, okay?
What?
Please, just
So-
trust me.
So this falls to Cheese, who has
Come on.
exited the library and has seen this all happen. One of the lucky ones to not be entangled.
Why else for Cheese to unentangle me?
I contemplate if I even want to engage in this. So there's 2 entangled people,
Two bandits who are struggling to get out of their binds.
and one of them.
One of
And a
them is
warlock
unconscious. One of them is on their ass, dazed.
Okay, and
Can
one
we
of the
review-
entangled people has been searched.
Yes.
I'd like
The
to
entangled
search the other entangled person.
All right. Roll for perception.
How the fuck does everyone get better perception than I do?
So you pat him down, you search his pockets, turn him inside out, and you find this small little piece of obsidian or onyx or something. But outside of that, you rummage through his pockets and you find 5 gold pieces.
I'd like to put the obsidian in my pocket.
Alrighty. Alright, and that runs to skips over Chaos and goes straight to the bandit, who is currently unconscious
Hold on a second.
because he's...
Beth, I will curse you to your grave.
So, let's see.
Pacifism solves nothing.
Then it would go to Nick, who's still entangled. Then it would go to the bandit, who's currently dazed. So now it goes back to Beth.
So there's just a goose now.
Yes, there's a
Where's
goose.
the goose?
The goose just wandered out of the alleyway. He's close to Nick and the...
Entangle the goose.
Can
Eat the
I
goose.
cast animal friendship?
You can try. Would you like to cast Animal Friendship? Would you?
Sure.
All right. Cast your Animal Friendship with modifiers.
Wait. I don't have to roll anything.
Wait, why? Oh, is it not? Is it not for? Oh, it's animal handling that I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the save throw on it?
The
Here, let me phone up.
I don't.
Let's see, did I add it? Go to you, go to Dadi. All right. Casting Animal Friendship. It is intelligence of 4 and higher. Yes, it fails.
Oh.
All right. Now it would go to Sean, who just careened a man across the street.
I attempt to grab the goose.
All right, make the grapple.
Yes.
or a dexterity roll.
He's gonna crush it.
The
What
roll
the
fails.
fuck?
Really?
You unsuccessfully grab the goose. It
fuck?
honks angrily.
Wait, what?
From that?
Ow.
I mean, it's a slippery goose, I guess.
Is this magical?
I mean, do you want to try and cast detect magic?
I mean, can I? I'm entangled.
Depends if it takes up a physical motion.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I just sort of look at it and squint. Does it? Wait, can I do this in the middle of the battle anyway if it's not exactly my turn?
Hold on. I'm gonna look up to see if detect magic is
Okay.
motion activated.
I mean, I know that geese are pretty powerful, but, you know, damn. Like, you never mess with a goose.
Okay. Come on. Come on, computer. Go there. All right. While we're waiting for that, Sean, did you do something this turn?
I attempted to grab the goose.
Ah, yes, that's right. You failed at it.
Somehow.
Cheese, up for you.
Can the goose see me?
The goose does.
Okay. Can I try to intimidate it with its own honk by mimicking it?
Sure. Roll
She's got a honk.
Roll for intimidation.
Jeez, can you please give us your best goose noise? I'm just really curious. Please?
Oh. There you go.
Thank you.
Oh no.
So you make a honk. It's slightly off pitch. The goose angrily honks back at you. Not intimidated. Just
I'm done with goose game.
It doesn't look like you have any like detect magic type spell. So you can make a perception on it.
I mean, actually, wait, quick 1 second. Let me take a look at that.
Or you
Sorry,
can do
what intelligence score did you say the goose had?
The goose. Let me bring it up here.
I mean, it's a goose. Its brain's the size of a fucking peanut.
Yeah, but I'm just curious of its intelligence as well.
Okay.
So
That's a ratio.
goose. Let me pull it up if my computer would stop chugging.
I suppose the other question I should ask is it 5 or above?
Speaking of chugging, 1 second. Won't be long.
Do that. I'll do that. I'll do that. I just want to make it known that man is still slung over your.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I'm all aware.
he's
I'm all
seen
aware.
all of this. Oh shit. Tell you what, if he wasn't scared before, he is absolutely shitting himself now.
This guy.
Okay.
Did you say it's 5 or above?
Yes, it is.
So it has intelligence of 5 or above.
Yes, he's a rather intelligent goose, I would say.
Okay, so in that case, could I cast Hideous Laughter?
Yeah.
Okay, I cast Hideous Laughter on the goose. So that way it's incapacitated.
All right.
It's still being tangled and all, but thanks, Beth, but you know.
Alright.
So it can make a wisdom saving throw. So roll the d20 to see if you successfully make the goose chuckle.
Okay, do I have any like modifiers or things like that?
You have a +3.
No. This is not going to help me. 17?
17, you have a 20. Let's see if you can make the goose honk itself.
Honk.
Almost, but not.
I try giving a very topical goose joke on inside of goose politics, but it maybe is not so keen on it.
It honks. It
Oh,
honks
got angry.
louder than.
Okay. We still have these bandits, but we're now just all like completely infatuated by this one goose.
2 are entangled, and one of them's unconscious. The other one is just getting up.
Oh yeah, the other one's about.
Also,
Oh, yeah,
Beth, are you gonna untangle them at any?
You
That's
for
what
fuck,
I think
Beth!
I could do.
You for fuck, Beth!
You can do that?
Wait, did you forget that I can be untangled? I asked for you to do this. So help me God, Beth.
Death envelops me.
All right. Well, you can do that in the next turn. Let's see. So
Wait a second, hold on.
bandit's-
Wait, sorry, hold on a second.
Yeah.
I'm just taking a look at it. A creature restrained by plants can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. On a success, it frees itself.
Wait, what?
Is
Now?
that? If you go on to Entangle, a creature restrained by the plants can use its action to make a strength check against your spell.
He's lying, don't listen to him.
No, hold on a second. I think what this means.
Is you could
is-
have made strength checks to unentangle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, this
Wait.
is y'all's fault.
All right. Well, time to roll the bandits.
Ah, shit.
They both fail. They both fail.
Another guy's still unconscious against the wall, and the other one is probably
One's
waiting to do something.
unconscious. The other one is getting back up to his feet. He'll be primed and ready next time. That meaning now. Beth, it's your turn. Would you like to unentangle them, or would you like to do something else?
I wonder who it
I'll
will be.
unentangle them.
All right, everyone is unentangled.
Appreciate you not leaving us for dead, yes?
I
All
say
right, Sean.
nothing and just continue.
All right, Sean, what are you gonna do?
I go up to the one who's just getting up and decide to kick him.
Kick him while he's down, Jesus.
Make an athletics check.
Yeah, kick him all down. I like Nixon's way about going about.
Make us athletics
Athletics or strength?
or no acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Okay, that's a +5.
Oh.
And it feels like I've already been in the stream
Let's
before,
go.
guys. Does anyone else remember this? It feels awfully familiar. Except I feel a lot less Eldritch Blasting and Brain on my boot.
Fuck.
Hey, you take a swing at him. Let's see if it hits. Let's see if you can smack a man. Holy fuck, you did. You go to kick this man. He looks up just in time to get a Goliath-sized boot.
Fuck.
Knocks him back unconscious. Not dazed this time, but it smacks him lightly unconscious. He could be roused. All right. Falls upon you, Cheese.
Oh, how close am I to the goose?
You're about 30 feet from the goose.
I'd like to get
Top
to
of the
about 10 feet from the goose.
All right. Proceeding up 20 feet. You're about 10 feet from the goose now.
I'd like to crouch down.
All right.
and once again mimic the sound of the goose. But
Getting into character.
this time, I'd like to deceive the goose to think that I too am a goose.
All right. Roll deception.
This is basically the R2D2 of medieval times.
Oh,
So the goose looks at you with loving eyes. It firmly believes that you're not only a goose, but a female goose.
uh-oh. Oh no.
I notice this and start snickering.
I begin to look worried.
All right. It's your turn, Chaos.
My turn? So I'm
Yes, it
free.
is.
Okay,
Yes,
could
you're
I just
free.
get a check on the bandits right now?
One of them is across the street. He's about to wake up from being bashed into the side of a building.
Okay.
One of them is laying on his back after being kicked by the Goliath.
Okay.
The other two are just shaking off the last bits of their vines.
Okay.
They're ready to go.
Okay, let me take a look. So, if we were to say position of them, would I be looking at the two bandits in front of me and then the one who's being smacked across the street is behind me? Something like that?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't want anyone coming up behind me, and I believe he's a threat. So, I think the only reasonable course is Eldritch Blast.
So you'd like to Eldritch Blast which one?
The one behind me, so the one guy has been smacked into a wall and is about to get up.
Alright. And Eldritch Blast will get you... Let's see. Alright, roll your d20 to see if you can smack him.
Fuck. I'm thoroughly miffed at this point. I've been entangled and a goose rejected me.
So, you blast the wall above
Oh,
him,
God damn it.
and a brick falls on him
Hey.
and bonks his head.
Yes.
It didn't do much. It didn't hurt him.
Oh.
But he just looks confused.
Can I, then say to him, fuck off, mate?
Alright. So, it's time for the bandit that's kind of in front of you, who's shaking off one of the vines. Fucking... He goes and tries to swing at you.
At me? Oh, great.
Yes, at you.
Okay,
Try to
Okay.
make a saving throw. Let's see what you
okay,
got.
saving throws. So, saving throw
Well,
modifier, or...
He doesn't hit.
Oh, so do I roll?
No, you don't roll at all. He slashes at you, but he misses.
Okay, and I guess I can't counter or anything. I just sort of stand there and maybe smirk at him.
Yeah.
A fucking loser.
As for the second bandit, that's I actually no, that last bandit's the one that's just got a brick dropped on his head.
Okay.
He's confused, but he gets back up to his feet. Doesn't do anything. All right, now it's time for the goose. The fucking goose.
What the fuck's this goose?
He waddles on up to Nick and attempts to bite his leg.
What the fuck?
Why?
It's a nat 20. He locks on to his thigh. He inflicts you with with 1 damage.
Oh.
I am at
Man,
6
he's getting the damage. In the...
Fuck. I'm surprised it isn't me.
This reminds me of something.
Yeah, you know, I'm awfully getting a dream, you know, like the whole hitting a wall thing. If only someone stomped on someone's head right now, that'd be absolutely amazing.
Alright, so the bandit, the second one that's shaking off its vines, he walks over and notices cheese crouching down, staring intently into a duck's eyes.
Goose.
He wants duck, goose, yes, some bird. Bird staring at bird lovingly. So he attempts to go and hit cheese. Now
Hey.
he misses. He instead nicks the goose
No.
in the butt. The goose releases his clamp, nicks Achilles' heel, and just looks offended at the mere sight of this mere mortal touching him.
He's got to be magic.
All right, Beth, it's up to you. What would you like to do, Beth?
So you dare cast Entangle.
Let's see what she's gonna be up to. Oh, yeah, she wants to know that she's in a different room. She's communicating with me through telepathy.
Ooh. Actually, that's a thing I have. Hold on a second. I think I've got that. Hold on.
Telepathy.
Yeah, I have something like that actually because of the Great Old One thing. Oh yeah.
Drunkenness.
Shit, I've got to find it. Aha, awakened mind. You can telepathically speak to any creature. Fuck yeah. Wait. Oh shit.
All right, what do you want to do to him? All right. Let's see. Let's see your roll against that. Jabbing the closest bandit to her with her quarterstaff. All right. So that's a hit. And let's see what she would roll. Quarterstaff, that would be a D8. A 1. Also, she says, and I quote, "We shouldn't kill anyone. I should have said that. Fuck, we need to talk to them. We need clues."
I'm working on it, but on my own way.
So she deals 1 damage to the man who just pretty much brushed himself off from the entanglement. He's a little peeved. All right, so that leaves Sean. What are you doing in this hellish world?
Did I get to do anything like the last 8 turns? Except get bitten by a fucking goose?
I don't know.
You're incapacitated by the goose.
I fucking was not. I eat geese for dinner.
I mean, I know, not that one. He eats you. Soviet Russia.
I mean, I do have a Russian accent, so...
Mm-hmm. See?
All right.
I'm not going to admit you're right on principle.
I'll take it implicitly. Thank you.
Sean.
Boss? Hello?
I forgot I was muted.
Yay.
Yeah, can I have a
Oh,
roll, please?
Hello.
Okay. So Which one was just getting brushed off?
The one that Beth just poked with her staff.
Okay.
There's one that's waking up near the wall. There's one that's coming to after being kicked by you. And there's one slightly behind you, kind of, that just got jabbed.
Oh, wait.
Also, there's a goose that
Yeah,
is just intent.
not concerned about the goose. I'm gonna slap the guy who just got jabbed.
All right. D20 strength check.
Are you gonna do what?
What now?
Fuck.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. You go to slap, but he saw what happened to the last man that got slapped. And
That was sheer fear.
He backpedals hard fucking quick.
That's a hard no, ho.
No backhand for you today, bitch.
Yeah, probably best for him to not end up on the other side of the street.
All right. Cheese, what do you want to do?
Who's the person that nicked the goose?
The guy that got jabbed and then attempted to or shall I say, dodge a slap.
Right.
The slap.
So he's now facing away from you.
I like to stand up and very angrily honk.
All right.
Okay.
And then,
So honk.
yes,
Okay.
I believe that would be an intimidation throw.
that's not necessarily an intimidation. I'm just angry.
You just, oh.
All right.
You're just doing it for the sake of it.
So,
Is this your
Yes.
whole
would
is this
you
your
like to
whole
just
action?
honk?
Well, I would like to take my short sword and ram it into him
And honk.
And
while honking. While honking.
okay.
Jesus Christ, there's one fucking angry duck.
Fucking roll a d20 to see if you can hit him. I'm pretty sure you will. Yeah, that's a hit. Roll a d6 plus 3 for damage. 8. You stab this man just right through. The sword now sticks out of his chest. He's very dead.
Is anyone else hear Beth crying right now? Anyone? You know about the whole not killing people? No? Okay. No, don't worry.
I'm just sort of sitting there, sort of taking everything in half disbelief.
So this now falls to you, Nick. Considering the bandits are now dead.
Well,
Like all of them?
Two of the 4.
Are the other two?
One of them is conscious again. He's across the street. The other one is just got kicked, so he's a little out.
So I realized that, we already know where the jewel is, but probably for the sake of future interrogations, we may need one of these blokes alive. So I run over to the one that's already down, and I'll probably find some rope nearby and see if I can't tie this fucker up.
You should have rope on you.
Okay, then I use it.
All right.
Yeah.
You use your 50 feet of hem and tie him. All right, so he's bound and also unconscious, but it's at this point the goose. It's angry.
Oh fuck.
It
Oh,
honks.
shit.
It honks a loud honk. and
Oh,
beelines it straight for the bandit against the wall
Oh,
and
fuck.
angrily biting it
Oh, shit.
On the dick?
wherever you want.
Oh, Jesus Christ, it's humanity. I'm evil, and even this is fucked.
It does hit.
Does this goose kill him?
And it rolls a critical on the hit die. This is, quite frankly, a critical dick chomp.
I turn to everyone and say, this is why you should never fuck with a goose.
The bandit, with a goose dangling from its crotch, screams. It's in pain. The bandit is in pain.
Oh, it comes.
Beth, what would you like to do?
Ah,
I get
fuck.
turn.
Okay. So
I'm
where?
going to go into cardiac arrest.
What would you like to do?
We're surprised. What's going on?
I mean, the prize, you guys don't know where the prize is. You searched 2 of the 4. The guy who now got impaled by a short sword. And I think the one that got slapped into a wall is the other one you checked. So that leaves the one that's hogtied and the one that well, what happened to the other one? I
Yeah,
forget.
tied
He's
off.
being bitten in the dick. Right?
No, the guy that's being bit in the dick is the redhead.
Oh, is it?
And the
Oh, that's even more poetic.
anyways, you only searched 2 of the 4 bandits.
So the one that's hogtied
Yes.
has been searched.
Has not been.
I want to search it.
Your search reveals nothing. He had not a thing in his pockets. Alright. That leaves you, Sean. What would you like to do?
Okay, I'm kind of lost at what happened.
So there's a goose that's biting a guy's dick. He's screaming. 2 of them are dead. 1 of them's tied up and unconscious. What would you like to do?
I'd like to approach this man and offer him help.
I believe it's only fair if Sean bites the goose in the dick.
Wait, what?
Would you like to offer help, or would you like to try and attack his crotch?
I mean, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that for no gain. So, I'm
Now, hold on a second. I think that this is worth a second of consideration here. Just pick the goose up like it's a hamburger.
I mean, I'm just saying, guys, if we rip off the goose, is the goose really going to let go of the dick? We could be doing some pretty good damage here.
No.
Come on.
Okay. Right. I offer him help if he offers us, if he tells us what's going on with the flies.
All right, roll for persuasion.
Okay. All right. Where the fuck did I find a persuasion?
It would be the ones like under your intelligence, wisdom, charisma, that table.
Oh, cool. I got -2 on that. This is going to go well.
Ah,
You're
damn
not
it,
very
should've-
charismatic.
Damn it.
Wow, that's
I mean,
pretty good.
so
Wow.
all you can hear through his manic screaming is, "Please fucking help."
That's a few octaves higher than usual, mind you.
About a whole fucking entire like 4 octaves higher.
Alright, so do I go again?
I mean, do you want to help him?
I attempt to. Fuck. I attempt to rip the goose off.
All right, roll
Oh, no.
roll for a dexterity.
Okay.
Actually, no, roll animal handling. That's what this really is.
I have a plan.
Where do I find that?
It's the one second to the top. So we'll just take your 17 and we'll apply it to.
I got +0.
All right.
Okay.
Well, no, it would be the 17 you originally rolled without the -2 if it's a +0.
Oh, alright.
So you take both hands and you reach for the duck.
Goose or whatever.
I'm just gonna keep calling it a duck, probably. You reach for the goose, and at the very moment you do, the goose releases its
Oh
clamps
shit.
and rolls, and just kind of like rolls away,
What the fuck?
like between your legs behind you. So now it's standing behind you.
Oh my one machine drill. Oh fuck.
You grasp the air in front of the man's dick. He collapses and hits his head on your cupped fists.
Dadi!
All right, Cheese, what are you gonna do?
I'd like to quickly walk over to the goose and see if it's okay.
All right. The duck turns around and quacks happily at you.
I
goose
mimic
then-
it back.
The goose then proceeds to waddle back into the alleyway.
I guess he just really needed dick in its mouth.
All right, Chaos, what do you do?
So quick question. Does
Yeah.
the goose by any chance know Common, Draconic, Elvish, or Infernal?
No.
I doubt it.
Does it know any of those languages?
It knows quack.
Oh fuck.
I mean,
Okay.
is this like a straight up goose or is this something like Loki?
It's like a goose.
I mean, if anything, I'd say it'd understand Infernal because it's an evil little fucker. But I was tempted to telepathically like talk to it with making mind, but I don't know if I can do that. Can I?
I mean, you can attempt to.
Hold on. Let me take a look.
Don't you need to be within eyesight of it though?
Within 30 feet.
Within 30 feet.
Is it 30 feet?
Let's see.
I'm at
I need like a fourth monitor just to keep the fucking character sheets on it.
Okay, but as long as it understands at
amount.
least one language, I will be able to give it a telepathic utterance for it to understand.
All right. Telepathic communication.
Yeah, awakened mind.
Awakened mind.
Mm-hmm.
Any
can have it.
creature you see within 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I
so
definitely see it.
it's currently walked back into the alleyway, so it's out of sight now.
Damn it. Okay, so I guess we will take a look at the bandits then. What the state of bandits? Dare I ask?
Well, one bandit is collapsed on his knees in front of Sean after just being viciously bit.
Okay.
2 of them are dead on the street, and one of them is tied up. Just about waking up from being clobbered.
Okay. Well, I guess what we'll do is that the guy who's had his dick bitten and is currently standing in front of Ruffio. Well, I think what I'll do is that I'll start walking up to this guy. It seems as though like I'm casting a Eldritch Blast like in my hand, like have it like prepared, and then just ask him say to him, "You really better start talking now." Yeah, so intimidation.
Yeah, intimidation check.
Okay, +6. Ready?
it works well enough.
Okay.
Due to him just having his dick incinerated by duck beak, goose beak, whatever. He simply gets up, shaky leg, and just puts his hands up.
I said for you to talk, not to put your hands up.
He just utters, "Please, just don't get the goose."
Did I take my hands off there yet, or are they still there?
I mean, you're just kind of standing there at that point.
Okay.
You're still very close to him, maybe 5 feet.
So I guess we have this guy just surrendered now, so I guess we just so I guess we could time up and then maybe we interrogate him later. And maybe if they don't cooperate, I can kill him. Torture.
Alright.
So we have 2 people tied up.
Yeah.
And then
See,
there's
Beth?
still that one
We
bandit
need
in
more
the street.
rope.
So you use your rope.
Sorry?
You use your rope.
Yeah, I use my rope and tie up the person who was just surrendered.
Alright.
We need more rope.
Could I also ask for anyone to maybe try and track down that goose and maybe try to catch it again? We might
I'll
need it
do it.
later. Yeah, could I assign Cheese to try and find the goose and catch it because we might need it later, or at least just a goose.
Is there any way I could put 2 people on one shoulder?
I mean, you're a Goliath.
Ruffio
Yeah.
protests this. Ruffio
So,
decides we do not need a goose.
No.
So who wants to try and track down that goose?
Me,
It should be
cheese.
cheese, right?
Yes.
Alright.
Probably Cheese.
Roll for what? Roll for. Let's do perception. So you look down the alleyway, and despite your fairly good vision, you don't see any sign of the goose anywhere.
Have you found a goose yet?
Sadly.
So, it's at this point that the small family whose front of house got ripped
Oh,
off
yeah, about them.
comes downstairs and questions, "What the fuck happened?" He notices the dead bodies on the sidewalk. The man who is effectively bleeding from the dick, and the tied up man in the middle of the.
Can I just approach him and say, don't ask and just leave? That's probably best.
I apologize. I didn't know your walls were made out of paper.
Could
Yeah,
y'all,
probably best to just leave.
could y'all do me a favor though? If you see the king, tell him I'm gonna visit him tomorrow.
Sure, we'll pass on the message. We'll totally pass it on.
All right.
Can
And he
I?
shakily walks back upstairs.
I want to hand him a handful of flowers.
All right.
I'm sorry that my team broke your house.
He takes
Don't let
the
me in with
flower-
that.
He takes the flowers, walks over to the table, which is now practically outdoors, and puts them in a small cup. And then walks back upstairs without saying a word.
And then I walk over to them and just insist, Ruffio would like to confirm you not say anything too harshly, yes? I say as I put a dagger down on the table.
I'm just gonna go upstairs.
Could I ask him if I could use their bathroom, then use that opportunity to maybe take a look through the house? So, I go around, I say I'm going to go to the bathroom, but then I don't actually go to the bathroom, but then I take something valuable. and then I flush the
don't-
toilet, and then I walk out.
I don't know if you realize this, but I believe the bathroom is probably outside.
Oh yeah,
Alex.
peasantry. I forgot. Whoops. Oh yeah, guys. Sorry about it.
You must remember, you must be lucky if you find a dirty chamber pot, let alone valuable. Get over here.
Yeah, fine. I'll come over. Right, review. What you got? A dagger.
So. Oh fuck. Where the fuck? Where the fuck are we?
Well, you see, we have 2 people captured. We have a horrified family and possibly a Ruffio trying to intimidate them with a dagger. And me just sort of joining him.
I finished intimidating them. I just wanted to make sure they didn't say anything too harshly.
So that's intimidation.
I want to make a statement.
Politely.
This
Like a
took
dagger.
2 hours.
What?
This took
Oh, yeah.
2 hours.
We've been going on for like 2 hours and we don't even know where the gem is, and all we know is that there's a goose who bit someone's dick off and we have 2 people captured because of it.
This took 2 hours.
Let me put it this
All
way.
because I accidentally sexually harassed someone.
Let me put it this way.
No, that was
Just-
because I whipped off a wall.
Technically, yes, that was the reason. But let me put it this way, not to break immersion. We're about halfway through where I thought we would be.
Oh.
So we're progressing at 0.5 speed, which is great, which means this is effectively going to double. This also means I don't have to stress about writing like an entire campaign every week. Anyway,
Two of that goose like really fucking derailed everything. The one fucking goose.
this is going to be so everyone make a what would be everyone make a
What are we doing?
you're trying to listen for something.
Okay,
Trying to
so
see if you hear something.
perception.
Yeah, it would be perception.
Okay,
Oh,
plus 3.
this is my thing.
Everyone
It says
make
D20.
a-
Fuck's
yeah.
sake.
So it's just a flat D20, right? Or no?
Yeah, a D20 plus your perception.
Would that be...
Shit.
No. Mr. York.
Okay, we got 20.
Perception. I'm sorry, I know I'm kind of a retard here, but perception would fall under wisdom?
Yeah, it would be a wisdom check.
Okay.
Wait, but is it on that like giant list? Like,
Yeah, but if you look at the mod, it says Dex, Wiz, Int, whatever.
I'm supposed to be the local private investigator, and I'm
So-
terrible at what I do.
So you said you had this, did you, Rufio?
Yeah. But
I didn't say I had anything.
You did.
Wouldn't wait. Wouldn't
so
Ruffio have a +6? Because it's
Yeah.
+6 perception.
Yeah, in initiative, not perception.
A +6
or intimidation.
perception, right? Am I looking at the wrong thing?
No, you do have an expertise in perception. You might have done performance. Or no, you did a straight wisdom modifier.
Okay.
Your perception is a +6, which still would only net you a 9.
Okay.
But anyway, so Beth and Cheese hear a faint piece of paper rattling in the wind in the alleyway. Would either of you like to go investigate?
I would.
Yes.
All right. So you walk into the alleyway, and you notice this little torn piece of paper over by where the campfire they were all huddling around originally was. On this small piece of paper is a small map. It kind of leads a little outside the walls, and it has a small X. It says something around the idea of a little ruined hut on the outskirts of town. It might be where they hide.
I'd like to follow the map.
Before we leave, I'd like to take the redhead with us.
Before we
Alright.
leave, I would like to take a look through all the pockets of the people who are dead right now and haven't been searched through.
Alright, that leaves one searched. So, let's see what you find.
Okay, so what do I roll?
Well, since they're tied up, they wouldn't be able to oppose.
Okay.
You will find...
Wait, did we completely forget about the existence of Hendrix?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's still just slung there.
Yeah, we don't really care about him, don't worry. He'll come in later. He'll
I
come in
searched
later.
Hendrix since I assume he's in shock.
He's awake. He just kind of accepted defeat at this point. He's seen what you all are capable of, and he doesn't want any part of
I
it.
shout to Hendrix and it's like, hey, do you want anything to drink, mate? You know, are you doing okay? Do you need anything? Or are you just enjoying the show?
That pie was enough.
Okay, perfect.
In that man's pocket, you find 5 silver.
Okay.
Not
I'm gonna add these on later, because,
3 gold and 5 silver is what
okay.
you have.
In total collected, yep.
All right. So Cheese is following the map. I want to note that it is getting rather late in the day,
Okay. Getting dark.
so it is going to start getting dark.
Oh,
How
don't worry, guys.
about we
I'm
march
okay.
to the edge of the wall and then set up camp?
Can I sling redhead on the other shoulder?
Sure.
Yeah.
How about you guys up a camp, and what I do is that I go scouting ahead since I have a dark vision, so I can take a look and just take a look around.
I would like to still follow the map.
Yeah, so if we follow the map over to the edge of the town, then take a camp, and then I take a look.
But it's late.
Yeah, but I have dark vision.
I want to know what's there.
Don't worry, I'll be perfectly fine. I just want to take a look around. That's all.
No, I think I need to go with you.
Okay. You have dark vision?
All right.
No,
Okay. Well, why are you coming?
I want to know.
Just hold his hand, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Do I have to hold his hand? Wait, Beth, you have dark vision.
I do.
Yeah,
But I'm
come
also
along.
smart.
Come along, he'll be fine. Take a walk in the dark, why not? It's perfectly safe. Come on.
I have a
If
torch.
you want to go be creepy, you can go be creepy.
I'm not being creepy. I'm fine. Sorry, you guys. I sort of walk away from the camp, I guess, which we are due set up.
Follow.
Also to note, on the piece of paper, it says that the payment was that the product was received successfully, and payment will arrive in the morning.
Oh,
Payment.
I decided to sort of camp out in an alleyway
yeah, actually.
just to sort of stake everything out.
So you want to camp out in that alleyway.
Probably as much out of sight as possible.
I think something. Actually, instead of going out to the city limits, could I stay in the camp and then take the clothes that they wore and then put that on? So that's the cloak.
Ooh.
So in that way, we could accept the payment, and then we know where they are. Then we could fight them, then find out what they know.
So you take their clothes.
Yeah, so
Oh,
they
we'll
have like
just
a
say
pretty
it's a good
distinctive
fit.
cloak, right? Yeah.
What would you like to do with the now stripped naked body?
I don't know. Throw him somewhere in another alley, I guess.
Okay.
Actually, no. Throw him in the house of the people who have their wall knocked down. Just ask them to look after it.
You toss the body into the kitchen.
Yeah. I say enjoy. It tastes like pie.
Jesus Christ.
So who's staying with me in Camp de la Chaos?
So So Nick and Chaos are camping off near the alleyway. Chaos is disguised. Nick, you are not. Where are
I
you?
would like someone
Cheese?
else.
Are you heading the map?
Yes, I'm still following the map.
Okay, so you're heading off towards the east to the gates.
Yes.
What have you, Sean?
I follow them shortly behind.
Now, do I
So
still
you're
have
following.
the? Go ahead.
Go
Go on.
on. So are you following Cheese or are you staying behind with the camp?
Cheese.
All right.
I just saw him follow Cheese.
All right, cool. So what were you saying, Nick?
I'm just asking, do I still have the opportunity to disguise myself?
Yes, you do.
I will do so then.
It is not morning yet, so they are not.
Okay. I tie my hair and my beard and try to look a little bit less ragged, basically.
Do you don their clothes or are you regulars?
Oh yeah, no, I'm donning their clothes and everything like that. And I try to
Okay.
put on like a full facial hood and everything.
All right. What of that naked body? Because I'm assuming
Um,
you took these off the two dead ones.
Yeah.
Throw it in the kitchen. It tastes like pie.
As tempting as that is, that would be a little bit too obvious. Is there a campfire?
It is currently ashes, but yes, there is
Oh.
one.
Hmm.
Okay. I don't think they would burn quickly enough.
A taste of cooked
Well, actually,
pie.
wait. How big of a fire do you think you would need for that? Since if you were to create a spark, I could actually improve the fire with
Small enough
thaumaturgy.
bonfire, probably.
Okay, I mean, I can
small,
flicker,
mid-sized.
brighten, dim, or change the color of the fire for 1 minute. So if you were to make a fire, I could then brighten it up higher, and then you can burn the bodies.
All right.
I mean, what's comparable to a trash can in this era?
Hmm. I
uh,
thought the kitchen, but you know.
ditch.
All right, we'll make a small ditch fire. That's where we're
Yeah,
getting rid of
alright.
them. We'll just
I,
say they're plague victims.
Yeah. I cast Unseen Servant,
Alright.
so he does the digging for me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, cast it. So he now does the digging for me, and I sit back and rest.
All right. So there's still the issue of moving the fire into the new dug ditch
Hmm.
without destroying what is the embers.
I mean, hold on a second, let me take a look at thaumaturgy. You cause flames to flicker, brighten, dim, or change color, but they're embers, aren't they? So, should we just make a new fire?
Can we?
Everyone probably has a torch on them, don't they?
I'll take a look. Hold on a sec. I don't have fire equipment. Although
Nick
I
has
do
a
have.
tinderbox.
I do have a tinderbox. That's right.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. We can just get some. Tell you what, how about I use my hand axe to chop up the table in the kitchen, which there is one, right? And then we use that as firewood, and then we can put that in there. We set it alight, and boom.
I mean, at this point, according to that family, sky's the limit. So we'll just call that one of the casualties of war.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Right.
Could we just demolish the house?
Yeah.
so you take apart like one of their chairs
Mhm.
and just kind of chop it up, throw it in the ditch, and Nick lights it with his tinderbox.
Yeah, and then we throw bodies in there, and with my thaumaturgy, I cause the flame to brighten, so then we can burn the bodies.
So Nick, roll for survival to see if you light it nicely.
All right. Any modifiers for that, do you see?
+2.
Oh, okay.
Wait, quick question. We have 2 people tied up as well, don't we?
Well,
At
Sean
least
took
one
one
of
of
those
them,
Oh, okay. Okay, don't
but
worry.
there is the one that's just kind of in the middle of the road.
Oh, we should probably do something about him.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
All right, yeah, the fire starts pretty well.
Okay. And I guess I use thaumaturgy to brighten it.
All right. Good on there. So you got a nice big bright fire.
And we burn the bodies.
Wonderful.
Yay.
The smoke billows out from the alleyway and making a thick black tar.
Yes.
Smells of cooked pie.
Mm,
It smells of burning
Smells like home cooking.
flesh.
exactly, home cooking. Come on, guys. Now, I guess we should do something about the guy in the middle of the street who's shit scared and dickless.
Yeah, he's currently petrified at the sight of a fucking 2 burning bodies by people who stole their clothes. He
How
doesn't
about-
know what to do.
How about I go up to him and I ask him to help us out with a little experiment. And
I mean,
what
I've
I
already
asked-
got one of them. So,
Oh, what?
Huh.
I mean, what I was going to suggest is that maybe what we do is that the fact that he is shit scared, we could probably use that and then have him be a third member. I mean, we say, look, if you just play the part and stand in like a corner or something, then that way it makes us look better and we don't have to kill you and burn you.
Honestly, I try to indoctrinate him, sort of try to install an artificial, what is that called again?
Maybe we can make Stockholm Syndrome.
Stockholm, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm going to
I
try
have-
to...
Wait, I have Persuasion and Intimidation +6. Should I try it?
Try persuasion.
Okay, so I've got a +6 Persuasion, so shall I do it or should you? Who do you want to try and indoctrinate him?
I mean,
You're the one going over to him, so
Okay.
it'd be you.
Yeah, I'll do it. You know, I'm just asking him like, hey, you want to join us and not die? Fuck.
He looks at you, rather persuaded, but he mumbles back, 5 silver.
How
I need
about your
about
life?
250.
How about no?
How about you going for fire with them alive?
I decided to go over to him, dagger in
Two-
hand.
2 silver? I mean, I have 2 silver, I just don't really want to give them to him. But
250.
250.
So do you want me to cut a piece of silver in half and give you 2?
You said you were going to do something, Nick?
Oh, I was going to try my hand at that as well. See if we can
Alright.
Oh,
double
yeah, Nick,
down.
if you give it a go. And see if he'll actually listen to you instead.
A +1 persuasion roll for Nick.
Yeah, and I had a +6 and I got 14. You know, if he doesn't listen to you, can we throw him in fire, please?
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Really?
So you walk up to him, bend down, and smack him upside the head and say, "Listen, bitch, if you don't do what we tell you to, you're not going to be living."
He's got a
A
point.
bit of intimidation mixed in there, but he's persuaded at this point. He nods gleefully
Alright.
and just untie me, and I'll do whatever.
Okay. I mean...
We'll take you up on that reach around later, then, friend.
Hold on a second, I'm just taking a look at something. I mean, I guess we should we untie him now or later? Like, we could, like, take a rest, then tie him up, since if they're coming in the morning, that's gonna be a lot of time that he is still tied up for.
I mean, I've only got 2 people. I don't know if... Can I get me?
Of course we trust new friend now, yes? He has no dick to stand on, so we untie him.
You see, I don't really trust it. We should probably do it in shifts where, you know, we have shifts of sleep. So that way we make sure that he is still tied up. Then in the morning we untie him, get him all prim and proper, and then we do the meat.
Listen, fellas, if I don't care whether I get untied or not, but could you flip me on my back so I could sleep
No.
better? All right.
Side or nothing. 250, side or nothing.
Can't say I didn't try.
Yeah, so let's just leave him tied up, I guess.
Leave him tied up and put him on his back.
How about his side? I want to be... Okay, if we put him on his back, he's got to be near the fire.
Compromise.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll do. You know.
Yeah.
Right, So yeah.
I was actually expecting you guys to put him on a spit over the fire.
Well, you see, here's the thing: we put him near the fire. If he rolls over in his sleep, he's going to die. So that way, he isn't going to sleep. It's psychological torture.
We don't need to psychologically torture him. I already have him so convinced to help us that he's way too afraid to die by my hand alone.
Yeah, but you know, I want to put some of my touch on it. You know, like let's just put him by the fire and make sure he never sleeps. Okay, please.
You're no professional. You're a rich asshole. Now you listen.
Yes.
Professional.
Damn right I am. Okay, your point. Okay, fine.
Guilty kids.
Okay, fine. We'll put him on his back and make him somewhat comfortable so he can sleep.
Yes, because he is definitely friend now. I say, patting him on the head with my dagger still in hand.
Mm-hmm. Does he like friend? Right then, settled. So yeah, I guess we just have a tied up guy sleeping around us, which totally doesn't look suspicious to any town guardsman.
Put a blanket over him, he'll be fine.
Mm.
He's not tied up if nobody sees the ropes.
Oh yeah, fair point, actually, yeah. Yeah, put the cloak over him, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, yep, I guess that's us then. So we're gonna leave this guy tied up, we're gonna wait until morning, well, sleep until morning, I guess, to then do the meet with those guys that come along, and have him as another person, just so it doesn't look like we've killed 4 people.
It's fair. It's
Okay.
fair.
Yeah. In that case, yeah, that's it.
Alrighty. So, we have now gone through the misadventures of 2 lunatics of the group.
Oh, look, no one died yet, at least. Come on, give us credit.
No, someone's
You have
died.
2
have
people.
died.
You have 2 dead bodies roasting on.
Irrelevant. Irrelevant. You see, they didn't have names. George over here has a name. He matters.
So what of you 3?
Okay, Cheese, we're following you, so what are we doing?
Going to the following map.
Okay,
Alright.
so we're following the map.
We're back in a sec.
So you get to the eastern side of the wall near the gates, and the guards stop you. What are you doing heading out at this hour?
And then
We have a map.
who either one of these people are on my shoulder.
I'm pretty sure the only thing you're capable of saying, Sean, is grunt.
You have a map, and
Yes.
I have the entire town guard behind me. What's your point?
We would like to leave.
And why can't you leave in the morning?
Because I want to know where the map goes to.
Here, let me see the map.
Okay.
So he takes the map in his hand, looks at the chicken scratches, and just sighs. Alright, I'm no map reader, but that looks like it's just outside the gates. The guards patrol around the area, so you should be fine. Just don't get yourself in trouble.
Okay.
Motherfucker.
He waves you all through. And I also want to say, the dance competition will be starting tomorrow. So you have a deadline to get that prize back. So says Hendrix as he's slung over his shoulder. The guards don't bother to question it because he doesn't look like he's in pain or anything.
Alright, I'm back. Now let's see what we're doing.
So, me, Cheese, and Sean run over to the camp. Or, not the camp, well, the map is marked.
Alright, so you guys head up on a ruined hut. The thatch roof is caved in. The door is broken down. It's not sustainable.
I want to inspect the hut. I want to see if anyone or anything is inside or around it.
Alright, roll investigation.
I attempt to whip off the. Oh wait, no, the door's already broken down.
That's 2. 2 walls that would have been busted.
Also, I want to point out it's almost 4 in the morning.
Hmm.
Do you want to wrap it up at any point?
I mean, I'm
Nah.
okay to go. So, yeah.
It's 5 in the morning for me.
I mean, we can keep
Jesus
going, I guess. Look, we're dedicated, okay? I want to have at least one person die on my hand, okay? Please.
I mean, it's only 10 here, so I can go.
Okay.
Yes.
I got a 19.
And okay, you got no, you got a
Keep
19.
going, hell yeah.
I got a 19.
I
I
thought you
said
said an
that.
18.
No, I said 19, baby.
All right, whatever. Fucking, you poke around, and you see you see a stairway going down. You head down into the cellar, and the place is slung with some mead barrels, a burnt up bookshelf, a small bar that's in front of the barrels that are hung on the wall, and a lot of cobwebs.
Does it smell of pine?
No.
Pine or
I
pine?
want to investigate the burnt bookshelf.
Investigate the burnt bookshelf. Roll once more. Also, Cheese or Sean, do you want to do anything here?
I'd
There's people around.
like to also go downstairs and look around.
Oh, actually, wait a minute.
You roll an investigation.
I actually redhead who does he have a name? Fuck it.
It doesn't matter at this point.
We should call him Blondie.
Call him what?
Blondie.
But
That's
he's
fair.
a redhead.
Exactly.
Alright, so Blondie.
I asked the redhead if he recognizes his place or if he knows what's going on here.
He looks a little tense, but shakes his head. I don't know nothing.
Nick, can you offer your assistance with this?
Nick's far away into the city.
We're
Oh,
still in
shit,
camp.
yeah,
Burning
At the
bodies.
city. In the middle of the night, I slowly push a...
to get better temper.
He's probably over there playing a lute, singing happy carols as a man.
In the middle of the night, I slowly push the person a little bit closer to the fire. Just every now and then, just a slight push.
Hey,
Okay.
he's asleep, he didn't notice. He's nice and toasty now.
Exactly. Got to keep him warm, of course. After all, it
He's
is rather
cold.
cold. Exactly. That's why we're doing it.
Alright, so
Does anyone else able to interrogate him?
Interrogate.
The
so Cheese,
redhead
roll
over my shoulder.
investigation.
Not really. I can try.
Alright.
Plus 4 d20.
+4.
Yeah, that's your investigation.
Okay.
Fucking 24.
Wait, what?
So, while Beth's over there looking at a bookshelf,
Holy mother of...
feeling it up,
Jesus fuck. My dice rolls are shit.
you
Give me my
notice
dice rolls.
something. Even though it's kind of dark, you notice something really weird. There's a section of the wall in the room that's surprisingly lacking of any dust or cobwebs on it. It kind of looks like a door. And then you turn over and you look at the bar, and you notice one of the taps on one of the barrels is kind of not dusty at all.
I go and inspect the tap.
All right, what would you like to do with this tap?
Wiggle it around a little bit.
You wiggle it around, and with ease, it pushes to the open position. Nothing comes out, but you hear the sound of stone on stone briefly moving. You look over and you notice the wall is a little raised up.
Hmm.
Or like
Can I go
raised out.
raised out?
Yeah, like a section of the wall has been pulled outwards.
Okay, can I pull on the wall?
Yeah. You just gotta roll a nice little strength check. +0. You yank the wall and it barely moves, but it definitely moves.
Okay.
Not enough to get squeezed through, but enough to reveal a little bit of light.
Man, if only we knew a Goliath.
Can I call, I don't know, Dadi or Dadi? I don't know how to say it. Can I call her over?
It is you have been summoned.
So I didn't find anything in the bookshelf, right?
No, you didn't find anything but a couple books.
And the books are nothing important?
No, in fact, most of them are charred.
Okay. So he went through that doorway, right?
He clicked the door open, but he can't move the big stone door out of the way.
Can I try opening the door?
Yeah, make a strength roll.
D20?
Yep, plus your strength.
Oh, damn.
So, you look over,
It falls off.
get into a nice straddling position of lifting, and you yank the wall out of socket. And it makes a quite audible grinding noise, as if you're going against some type of mechanism that was meant to easily open the door. But it's essentially broken open now. There's no closing it, probably, unless you yank the stone back into place, and that would be kind of counterintuitive. So it is now open.
Alright, well, let's go in.
You head inside, and it's pretty dark, and the air smells damp. The walls inside are untreated, and have some reinforcements, some wood pinned up against the walls, holding the dirt tunnel back. You hear some noises farther down the pathway, and that's the only way back. Behind you is a small ladder, heading back up to the landing where the block was pulled.
Okay,
Like
so
to
we have to go
investigate.
down a ladder.
Yes, you went. It's only like a foot or two.
Okay.
It's just a small ledge, nothing that could be lethal.
Okay.
Like to
Alright,
investigate
well.
the voices
Yeah, we go.
or the sounds.
What that sound was.
All right, so you guys would like to head deeper in.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
So, am I the only one that can see in the dark?
Yes.
Can Sean see?
Sean, do you have dark vision?
I do not. Wait,
Yeah, I think you're the only one there.
I don't think I do.
Let's see what you got. No, you do. So that's yeah. So Beth has 60 feet of dark vision. All right, so you go down the hall, and it's still pretty dark, and the nighttime does not help at all. So it's at this point that people without dark vision can maybe see about 5 feet.
Alright.
There are lanterns among the wall, but they're all snuffed.
Oh well, I cast Druidcraft, and I like all the lanterns.
All right. Cast your druid.
Service are giving us the business again.
It's a cantrip,
Alright.
so it doesn't count to one of my slots, right?
Yep.
Alright.
So you instantly light one of the lanterns, because that's what you can do at a time. So So you light one of the lanterns, and it illuminates the room partially. And in front of you, you can see 3 doorways. The room is about 40 and 40, and each wall outside of the one that you came in on has a door.
Okay.
What would you like to?
I would like to mark the door that we came out of.
You did not come out a door, you came out a hole. It was a hall.
Oh,
So-
okay, so we won't get confused.
No, it's a straight up hallway heading back out.
Okay. Well, do we split up or do we stay together, guys?
I don't
You know, I
want to
get the
split
feeling
up
that maybe I shouldn't have stayed at the camp now.
because I can't see you well.
Like, I
Yeah,
get
no
the
one can
feeling
see
what's going to
except
happen is that
you.
this is going to be like the main thing
I
that these
got
guys are
that
doing,
idea.
and I get the feeling that the other guys are going to be
I got
like,
that
me
idea.
and Ruffio are going to be the guys that sort of
Yeah.
collect a reward.
I go ask the redhead if he knows
Because you know, we
what
don't
the
have the
fuck
gem,
is going on
we will
here.
have the money. But hey, the money will have equal value. Good.
The redhead cannot see anything himself and simply says, "Do not fuck it up. There is a special way getting through this, or else you will raise hell."
How does he do it?
What now?
How does he get through?
He's not going to tell you. You
I
just
mean-
have him tied. It's not like he's gonna. He's fucked either way. What are you gonna do? Kill him and lose?
I mean, sure, if the way I see it, if I die, then he dies.
Just start stepping out.
Alright, can I intimidate him?
Go ahead.
Alright.
Mm. 17. So you go up to the man and look meaner than Sean.
How?
The man looks into your fucking sage green eyes and is
Oh,
just
what?
angered.
I'm sorry, did you say sage green? Did you say sage green?
I mean, yeah?
Fuck sage green.
Is
I
there a
told you
problem?
what I was doing.
No, don't you dare, don't you dare. Oh, I'm so glad I'm sorry, Beth. I'm so fucking. Fuck that motherfucker. I know I didn't like him.
So you look this man dead in the eyes,
Uh-huh.
and he's trembling. He squeaks out, "Door 2." Straight.
Already?
So,
Let's
I
go.
think Sean and him should lead the way. I'm right behind him.
Wait, is
I can't
He's
see.
behind us.
Are you sure any of you wouldn't like to wait for the rest of your it's over their bodies and accepting dirty payments?
I want to go?
But it's going to take them too long to catch up to us, right?
I
And we
mean-
only have till morning.
No, you have until tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning.
No, tomorrow night. The dance competition starts tomorrow.
Oh.
I want to go through a door too.
You would like to go through door 2.
Yes.
All right. So you wanna roll a con through for me?
Or what?
A
Constitution.
constitution.
Okay.
All of us?
No, just him. Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna unwrap something. You will be there.
So
Eat some pocky because I haven't eaten.
thankfully
I'm fucking
you
dedicated.
succeeded. And you dodged the darts that flew out of the luckily none of them hit you. How would you like to proceed from here? after just about being Swiss cheesed by
Perfect.
a fucking... Oh god, that was a pun.
Yes, it was. You get inspiration.
Can I see how that happened? Like
Um,
if there's a pressure plate or something?
yeah, if you want to do some investigation.
I'd like to slam this guy against the wall.
Sean, no, we need him alive.
Which one, Hendrix or the redhead?
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Because I'd find it funny if you just angrily threw Hendrix dead straight. Fucking 21. Okay. You look down and you see what is obviously a pressure plate. Triggered by stepping foot within door. On the
Okay.
wall, you see the openings where the darts came out, and darts litter the floor.
Can I walk past it?
Yes, you can.
Continue going.
You walk forward and you don't find anything.
Okay,
It's just a hallway full of darts.
cool.
Alright.
Maybe we should talk to that redheaded guy.
Well, hold on, Sean. Did you toss him into
He might still be alive.
Alright, what with I'm not trying to kill him. But
So you want to throw him at like half strength?
Oh,
Drop
like-
kick him?
Not enough to not kill him,
just
but put
like
him at
dodge
one
him
hit
up
point.
against the wall.
Like hold him up against the wall?
Yeah.
Alright, sure. We'll give you that. So you've pinned him against the wall. And you want to do what to the red?
I'm trying to eat, but like
Jeez.
it's catching on the fucking
Just
microphone. And I don't want
Ask him
I don't want
why
everyone to
he
hear me
lied, I
eating
guess.
because I'm a hungry guy.
I
About 3 or
didn't
4 hours.
lie. I wanted to warn you.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to try.
So it wasn't
you know,
doing number
hold on,
2.
I'm just gonna eat really quick.
Then which one?
Either.
Oh wait. I go with door number 1.
Can I punch him?
Yeah, go ahead. Fucking
You don't choose getting in the spirit of things.
just straight up
You just wanna
make
be
your unarmed attack roll.
Can we wait
Which
for
is-
our other people?
I want to know what's here. Okay.
Meanwhile, you
So
just cut to me and Alex. Making
Oh,
toast.
you know, just chilling by the fire, talking to our good new friend here. George, was it? Yeah, George. Totally, his name's totally George. Just talking about how his friends died and how we might just kill him if he acts out of line. Just stand stuff.
Butter and toast.
Oh, did you burn the toast? Oh, god damn it.
So an unarmed strike would be 1 plus my strength modifier.
I like this
Yeah,
guy.
d20 plus.
He's a professional evil guy, but
So
I'll be the just sadistic evil.
So
He's one who gets the job done right, and I'm one who gets it done
you,
fine.
you slap him. You give him go whack. Definitely regretting his decision of leading with a vague answer instead of a pleaded warning.
Can you honk like a goose? Cause extra trauma.
Not now.
Just cause trauma on him.
Maybe wait.
But speaking of goose, it wanders out a door too.
Hey, what?
Oh my!
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh,
Wait, what? Are you fucking? I said it was magic. I said it was fucking magic.
I honk apple.
So glad that so we can thought about how to get with it.
by the prophets.
Jesus
Can I
Christ.
walk away?
Just don't let it
Start
bite you.
backing-
I mean,
I
you guys
slowly
go
back
to the
out
rest of
of
the
the
party
room.
if you want.
You back out the way you came.
The ache in my thigh all of a sudden starts to re-inflame.
Hey guys, hey Ruffio, do you think something happened to the other guys? You know, just something like incredibly magic and evil and like
Something
absolutely
is
demonic?
already happening.
Hmm.
I sense
Yeah, but you know,
it.
something just really worse. You know, that fire sparking is really strange. Almost as though an evil infernal goose has just gone and absolutely destroyed their day.
So what would you like to do?
I run up to the goose.
Sean, I hope you have a codpiece.
Wait, what?
The goose honks and
The-
his
the
honk
red hat.
echoes.
Use a redhead as bait.
So what are we doing?
I want to see if the goose ate the prize.
All right. Roll a investigation. You're investigating if the goose ate.
Yes.
So I'm gonna attempt to crack at it.
Any actions from the either of you?
No.
Any quacks?
I mean, I got two shoulders occupied, so wait, and I could talk, so
Like to pet the goose.
You would like to pet the goose.
Gee,
All right. Animal handling +1.
My animal handling?
No.
Oh.
Jeez. 10. You approach the goose, and it remembers, and it lets you pat it on the head.
Hey.
The goose then gleefully honks and walks back into hallway 2, disappearing into the darkness.
actually, it's
The pain in my side becomes cold and numb.
Anyone else want to?
And I just say under my breath, Tane, help me.
Wait, so what happened with my investigation?
Oh shit! You rolled a 16, didn't you?
Yeah.
All right, rewind a little. You investigate the goose, and you don't notice anything out of the. It seems like a normal goose whose diet consists of
seems.
seed grains and some odds ends bread that cheap people throw.
Someone's penis.
You don't
Okay.
you don't notice anything wrong with its beak as if it bit anything recently. But yeah, it wandered back into door 2.
okay. Seeing as the goose clearly appeared in the area where Redhead goes about, and yeah, I'd like to ask the Redhead, what do you know about this goose, and why does it hate you?
I'm just as confused as you. I have
What,
no
just-
fucking idea what that goose is.
What just gives me like the big bad? Like after like 20 sessions, we just meet this one fucking goose again. Like he's like the big bad behind everything. He's like basically G-Man.
I've already seduced the big bad.
Like, she's tries to like mate with a goose.
Oh my god.
Fucking.
Knew it. Jesus the Bard. We're done.
But What are y'all doing next? What's the next part of your journey?
I go through door number 1.
I follow him.
All right.
I can't see.
You go through the door on the left, and it's a straight corridor for 30 feet. No doors, no passages, whatever.
Is there any lantern?
There's 2.
I want to light one of them with magic cast.
All right, you light one. Which one? The beginning or the end one?
The end one.
All right, you light the one at the end of the hall, and it glows the end of the hallway and a small bit of the room in front.
Okay. What can we see?
You can see what appears to be the start of a small pool of water in the middle.
All right. I want to walk over to the third door.
Back in the main room.
Uh-huh.
So you go through the third door, and since you have dark vision, you can see clearly. It's about 10 feet wide, the hallway, and it's a T intersection. You approaching from the right side of the T. One part of the T to the left goes down a set of stairs, and then the hallway progresses more forward for about another 20 feet. At the end of that 20 feet, you can see the beginning of a chamber, but you see no other thing.
All right. What do we do?
Well, they're off in that room with the pool of water in them.
Well, since they can't see, I kind of have to stick with them.
All right, so you go back to that room.
Yeah. Unless they
Hey,
want to
refugees.
follow me.
It is at this point that it's definitely nighttime, probably around like 11 or 12. So, if you
Let's
were to
investigate.
camp, it would be here.
Like to investigate the water real quick.
All right, roll an investigation. What would you like to check out about it?
Just look into it.
Is it water?
I want to see if it's water or something else.
Is it really a goose in disguise?
You stare
The
into
fuck
the
is in the
water.
company?
It looks a little murky, but fairly certain it's just plain water. Not stuff you would drink, but definitely not the worst you've ever seen.
Oh.
It's stagnant, so it's a solid body of water. There's no current to it.
Okay.
Right?
Maybe we should camp now.
What say you two, Sean?
I'm lost.
You're standing in a circular room with stagnant pool of water.
I'm not sure what to do.
And his investigation pulled up nothing.
Well, nothing of real important. You know the water's not. You know the water at this point doesn't have a drainage or an intake or an outtake. It's
Is there any
filled-
creatures in the water?
No.
Is there, and there's no like hidden passage under the water or anything?
Not that you can see. What you can see,
Redhead.
since you have dark vision, you see the full room. You can see very clearly that there are clothes with clothes hanging on it.
I want to
Redhead.
investigate the clothes.
All right. Roll for some investigation.
Oh, Redhead, why is there water here?
So you roll a 4. You go to investigate the clothing, and you drop a lot of it into the.
Oh my god.
leaving probably about 4 complete outfits and a couple of shirts and a pants. No gloves or boots.
Okay.
You find nothing in your searching, though. They're all just clothes. Look similar to what the bandits had.
Alright, and there's absolutely nothing at the bottom of the pool.
Well, there's clothes in it now, but no, not at the bottom.
Okay.
Is this the laundry room?
I don't know. What do you think?
With a murky water.
And there's
Abandoned
how
laundry
many
room?
exits?
What was that?
How many passageways are into the room?
Just the one you came in.
So this is just a room full of water.
Yes, it's a room with pool water in it and clothes.
The
I sit-
fuck?
I sit down and start playing with the obelisk stone I got.
And what about on the ceiling?
It's simply a stone ceiling or supported ceiling with moisture hanging.
There's no symbols around the room, or the
Nope,
corners.
just a stone circle, pool of water, and some clothes hanging around.
That are now in the
Well, some of them are. There's still about 4 sets still hanging up.
Redhead, where are we and what are we doing here?
I mean, it's a laundry room.
There's a
Safe
laundry
to
room.
set up camp here overnight until the rest of the party comes.
Maybe we
Okay, so
should
I'm
sit a
just
little
gonna,
bit closer to
I'm just gonna
the
add
second
in
door,
things from last time.
so they
Well,
Let
don't.
me
we
take a
don't know if
look at
this
what I
is
actually
back
got.
there.
So I got
This is-
3 gold
there's
and
only
5
one
silver.
exit, so we'll be able to know
Okay, so
if
1,
something's
2,
coming.
3.
Oh,
And if it's set
5.
up correctly, we'll have
Add
an
Dadi.
advantage.
Uh-oh. Move that. It's fine.
It's up to you guys. You want to set up camp in the laundry room?
Okay, add that.
yes.
All right.
And then what we're gonna do,
So you all set up camp.
and I guess
here
we'll
in
just
the-
have that
There's not
photo
much
one
to,
because why not? Don't really need
salvage.
to add
Not
in.
like there's any things to eat or shops to look at in a laundry room. Do you choose to sleep?
Yes.
All right. What of you two?
Yes, but I still want to be alert.
All right. And Chaos and Nick, are you sleeping?
Wait,
Um,
wait, hold on. With my druid craft,
Yeah.
can I summon like a little sprite? Just to stay alert.
To what effect?
Just if there's an intruder or someone not from our party that comes into contact with us or enters the room, the little spirit pokes to wake me up and then disappears. It doesn't attack, it doesn't interact, it just warns.
You wouldn't be able to do that. That's something that Chaos could do.
Wait, what?
Some bitch.
Wait, what can I do?
Your servant.
Oh, but he only
Sure.
lasts for an hour. He only lasts for an hour though. That's the thing.
Yeah. Well, that too.
Yeah. So I could only really do him every hour. But you know, waking up each hour to set him.
So, no, with your druid craft, you could predict the weather, make a flower blossom or a leaf bud bloom, make an odor or another sensory effect, or light and extinguish candles, torches, and fires.
Okay. Okay, well then I just sleep, but you know, with one eye open.
All right. And Nick and Chaos, are you sleeping?
I think before we sleep, something that we should do is set up a tripwire. So not exactly something magical, but literally just a tripwire, which is maybe connected to like some pieces of metal that, once tripped, would then cause like a bunch of noise to then wake us up.
Fallout style, I like it.
Do you have any experience with that, Ruffio? I get a feeling you'd probably be better at that than me.
I mean,
It would be it'd be something for maybe thieves' tools.
Yeah.
Also, it'd probably be like survival or something, wouldn't it? And I don't really have anything like that.
I'd say maybe thieves' tools, and I can just eat that up and use that to set up the tripwire system. I mean, on the flip side, I will just say for the record that I'm a very cynical person, and I have a tendency to sleep lightly. So, would that perhaps play in canonically, or do we just have to do like a solid sleep session here? Like, how
I
does
mean,
this work?
then again, I'm also relatively light in my sleeping too, so you know, we don't necessarily have to.
So there's two types of rests. There's short rests, which are maybe like 2 or so hours, and long rests, which are like 6 to 8.
So this does have to be a cumulative thing.
So I would say if you want to sleep lightly, you can still do the long rest, but if anything happens, you do a perception.
Okay, I mean, I'm generally like, at least like with like how I am like with like some other things, is that I'm generally quite sort of light of sleeping anyway, and like I'm generally good at getting rest, like somewhat of an insomniac, I guess. So I would be able to do the longer rest.
I'd be okay with doing the longer rest as well, as far as it goes.
Yeah, I mean, chances are we'll both probably like notice when something goes on. So yeah. Okay, long rest.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I've got an idea. So you know our person who we have.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, just get him to stay up.
How long will his indoctrination last for? Is there a time limit on that?
Do you think he's just asked forever? Like, can we keep him as a pet?
I mean, Stockholm syndrome, maybe.
All right. I mean,
it's worth a shot.
Yeah,
I got a
probably
complete crit on him, so I don't see why he won't at least listen to me.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I still think I kind of did it, but okay, but yeah, I think we can probably keep him on rest.
Nick roll a survival throw to set up the trap properly. 20 plus 2.
And you know, before I go to sleep, I up Jordan and just say, if you fuck this up, you have something worse to fear than just death. And you know, I have a nice rest.
Okay, so maybe my kid's a little bit old, but
all right.
Then again, so am I.
Everyone, you just hit the long rest button up in your character sheet.
Okay, long rest. Take long rest. Confirm.
And reset maximum HP.
Yep.
Long rest. Who's that button? Oh, there.
On your character sheet. Yeah.
Oh, so long rest disappears. Cover. Take the long rest.
Okay, I've done it.
Does it say I did it?
Yeah, there's like a little confirm button. You got to click it before it goes down. Then it will like pop down at the bottom saying you've taken a long rest. Like certain things have been replenished. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So yeah, you'll know once you've done it, right?
There it is. I did it right, Dan.
Okay.
Alrighty. So it's a little lighter in the laundry room. There's definitely some type of small outlets that allow trace bits of air and sunlight in. Not so much to illuminate, but it is a little lighter down there. On the other side of town, you guys, the two of you, roll a perception check.
Okay.
So that's another D20 plus 2 for me, right?
D20 plus 6 for you.
I've got a plus 3. Okay.
That's just a flat 20.
I got a 19.
So a 19 and a 20. You hear footsteps
Okay.
before you hear any trap go off.
Okay.
How do you react?
I still
Well,
pretend that I'm asleep.
Yeah, we don't spring up into action, but maybe I might shuffle so then I can keep one eye sort of open and then have my head facing towards where they would be coming from.
I listen to where they might be coming from, and I keep a hand on my dagger.
Yeah.
They are definitely coming from the east down the alley or down the street the same way you all came in.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll leave there until they actually start coming around. Then we'll see what they do and what they wear.
I guess my next thing is I try to listen for the pattern of their footsteps. Like, are they trying to be secretive, or are they bold in how they conduct themselves? Are these perhaps the contacts we're supposed to be meeting?
They are most definitely not trying to arouse anyone or any attention to themselves.
Okay,
you wouldn't say they're necessarily being secretive. They're not dashing from cover to cover, but they step silently.
I have an idea. So what I can do is Unseen Servant, and I wonder if what I can do is cast that, have him stand where they will be coming from, then the Unseen Servant tell me what's coming. And how many. Would that work?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm guessing it wouldn't trigger any sort of alarms or anything like that. It would just sort of go through just saying what's going on.
Yeah, no, it'd be able to tell you.
Okay, cool. So yeah, if I cast that, so I can find out what is coming down towards us.
Okay. So you cast it, and your Unseen Servant make a stealth check for him.
Okay.
To see if he, knocks over a trash can or something.
Okay. 1 second. Yeah. Okay. Does he have a +1? Oh, he has a +1. Okay. Yeah, I'll just try and take a look. Better not fuck this up.
And then.
Okay. 17.
17. So that would be because he's unseen.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely a. He goes over rather silently to the edge, and he sees two men dressed in the exact cloaks.
Okay.
Of
so these
the bandits.
Okay. And what I sort of do is I give hand signs to Ruffio saying so then I give 2. And then I grab my cloak. So obviously I'm not saying there's 2 guys, but they're 2 guys with our cloak. So then he sort of gets what I'm saying. We're both so we're both aware of what's going on. Well, I don't know if he's gone, but yeah. So yeah, we sort of about.
I kind of already deduced it by the method in which they would walk, depending on how close they were. So
yeah, I mean I'll just give Yeah, so we're just gonna feign sleep because we know now they aren't actually just gonna straight up attack us.
Well, one thing that we should also consider is the pile of bones sitting in a ditch and the fact that one of their guys is still tied up.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
How far away are they? Are they in eye shot of us?
Yeah, how far away?
Not yet.
Okay, I want my Unseen Servant. Okay, I got an idea. Now, hear me out on this. What if we get the Unseen Servant to move the tied up man into somewhere that cannot be seen and gag him? Because we're not going to have enough time to get him out. Unless, actually, no. Would it be better to get the Unseen Servant to get the man in the clothes and sorted and then back down? Would that work?
You have about 2 turns.
Oh, 2 turns.
Before they round until they round the corner and.
Okay.
Drew, you cut out there. How many seconds?
About 2 turns, which would equate to about 12 seconds.
Let me take a look.
You guys work fast.
So we could technically get up and do that, but let me just see what my servant can do. Hold on a sec. Okay. I'm
gonna go handle something.
Okay, I think what I could do is that in 2 turns I could get the servant to put the cloak over the man as though he's sleeping with the cloak over him, and then have him cut the ties.
I also want
I-
to say one thing. I have
Mhm.
wireless headphones, so even
Oh, sorry.
everything.
Drew has wireless headphones.
Oh,
So
okay.
do I, as far
So-
as it goes, but mine are a little bit more limited in range.
Yeah, nah, mine are
Also, for some
wired.
reason, Discord keeps cutting out for me, so I keep missing certain details.
Okay. So yeah, do you want me to get the servant to cut his ties off and then like sort of like keep him by him and then put the cloak over him as though he was sleeping?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So
Or-
that will take 2
or-
turns.
Okay. Or, the other thing is the pit of bodies. What's our
Hmm.
alibi there?
I mean, we could just say that. Well, bear in mind we also have a part of a wall completely demolished. We could just say that the inhabitants of the house. Then again, they're burnt. Okay, tell you what. Actually, I could have the servant deal with the man, and then if you were able to find a way to. I mean, technically, it's just a ditch now, isn't it? There's no ashes. Like, well, yeah, it's just ashes. It's not like an actual corpse. It's just ashes.
There may be just like bones in there and shit, and we could just say that a couple of hobos met with an unfortunate
Yeah,
arcane
exactly.
accident.
Yeah.
And we
So,
just kind of
they were
use that as
dispatched.
kindling.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Our original location was compromised, but we were able to fend them off and sort of
Yeah.
regroup so we can still
Yeah.
continue with the purchase. This is
Yeah,
our
we
top
found some-
priority.
Yeah, we found some peasants. They wouldn't leave without any questions, and so we had dispatched them, and we have removed their corpses from identifiable means.
Right.
Right, yeah, so that's what we'll do. I'll cast the Unseen Servant to put the cloak on the person and cut his restraints, and then you can explain that the corpses are actually just hobos as opposed to their actual deals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think we have a plan. Wait, did Crazy say he was? Oh, hello?
He's away right now.
Ah, he's coming back.
He'll be right back.
Yep.
Oh, you're right back actually. A second.
Okay. Well, we'll just relax.
I also have to point out I need to wake up at 5 in the morning tomorrow. So
Oh.
Oh, so is this it?
I mean that depends on everyone else, but for me preferably.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want to have just, one person be left out.
But if you want to, when CrazyGuy gets back, we could probably just take a note of like exactly what we're going to do, like each person's stages, So CrazyGuy will have the plan at least, and then we could probably just ask him to like make notes on that plan where we are with things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is the time for you now, GuyBot? Just curious.
For me,
It's
it's about
11.
Ah, okay. Yeah. So would it be better for us if we call it HIV now?
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
I
Like.
mean, sure.
All right.
At the current pace, it would probably be about until we've reached the end point where I thought we would be.
I see.
So I don't have a problem with stopping soon.
I mean, yeah, it's up to you, GuyBot. Do you want to stop for now and get some
I'd
rest
rather
so you
stop for
get
now.
up?
Yeah.
Yep. Right then.
Okay.
Yep.
I was-
CrazyGuy, we do have a plan, by the way. So should we just say that to you? So then when we get back in, we can sort of enact that.
I heard it all. So
Oh, okay.
you guys are going to untie the body and
Well, they're not a body yet, are they?
you're gonna untie the person.
You see?
And
Put a cloak over them.
The
The
bone-
Unseen Servant.
yeah. And then the bones and the fire are just homeless people you had to dispatch.
Yep. Perfect.
All right, let me
I don't like how you said yet, referring to it being
Okay.
a dead body or not.
Well, you see, I'm just saying, worst comes to worst,
He'll only become a body if he betrays us.
Exactly. If his Stockholm syndrome wears off, and then we have to end up fighting 3 people. Just saying, possibilities. I mean, look, you're not here to stop us. You're not here to entangle us, huh?
I mean, as far as it goes, he's completely loyal to me, given that I critted him into submission.
Yeah.
So
Like, let's just say
it's
he probably
very,
wouldn't
very
fuck with
unlikely.
either of us.
Yeah. it's very, very unlikely that he would
know,
try
yeah.
anything.
And also, look on the bright side, we don't even have to fulfill our promise of keeping him alive at the end.
Alright, so same time next week, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Unless you guys are available any sooner. I mean,
I can
I'm
play
down any night, literally.
I mean, the thing
right
is with me
now.
is that the thing is with me is that with my days, obviously I'm much more on GMT, and with my schedule, it's pretty bad during weekdays. So
Oh yeah.
if we were to do it then, it would be much more in the times of your guys' work. Like it'd be 6 to 10 GMT sort of thing, as opposed to what it is
Yeah.
now. Since right now it's 4:44 in the morning. Yeah, I'm dedicated.
Almost
but-
6 a.m.
Oh yeah.
Gee.
So yeah, should we? I mean, Saturdays will generally be okay for me. So yeah.
So it's going to be Fridays instead of Saturdays now. Is that what we agree, or should we keep doing Saturdays?
Keep doing
mean-
Saturdays.
Probably best for Saturdays, actually. That might be a good idea.
All right, so same time next week and here on out.
Yep, sure.
Sure.
All right,
Yep.
I'll add that into my
Alrighty.
into my stream schedule then. That can be a nice little thing for the end of the week.
Okay, cool.
All right, I have added where we are technically.
By the way, just make sure you guys are cool with me uploading this as a VOD onto YouTube, aren't you? Just so I
Oh,
make sure the
yes.
video actually stays up.
Oh yeah, I'm good with that. Like
Yep.
you're actually gonna upload this whole thing?
Oh yeah, like I mean, I've been live streaming it now, and while it goes up as a VOD on Twitch, it only stays up for 14 days. So what I was thinking is that if I upload it to YouTube, it can stay as a series on there.
I'm okay
So I
with
can-
that actually.
Yep. Yep.
If you
I
could
mean, I
actually
thought it must-
DM me the link, because I'd be actually.
I mean,
all
yeah,
over
sure.
that.
I'll send you the YouTube channel. Yeah. I mean, if you type in KhaosKorps, you'll probably find it. But yeah, it's the guy with like really shitty like subscribers.
Okay, well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Can't be any
TikTok, are
better
you
than
okay with
mine.
that? TikTok.
Sean?
What?
Are you okay with me uploading what we have done here onto YouTube? Because I've been live streaming it, and if I upload to YouTube, that way the video doesn't get lost.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure, you know. All right. Oh, other than that, I just got to say thank you, and thanks for having me, CrazyGuy. First time doing D&D,
Yes.
and it was great.
Yes.
So, this is me, and this is Chaos.
I mean, look, is there anything wrong with it? Let's face it. Look, I mean, we all need a bit of good and bad, okay? We all need a balance. See, you can't have too much good or else you're weak, and then you can't have too much bad or else maybe you're a little bit crazy, which, is that really a bad thing? We don't know.
Yes.
At the end of the day, I will probably never change,
It
and Beth
results
can
in
probably
people
never
being
change me.
murdered.
Yeah, but you see, I will probably never change, and Beth will always try to stop me, and this can be the thing. Oh god. But yeah. Also, fuck you for
Meanwhile-
putting sage green eyes.
Meanwhile, me
Yeah.
over here toasting bodies.
Oh yeah, damn right. I mean, I kind of want to burn that guy alive, but you know, I'll do it for now. Professionalism and all that. Oh, by the way, CrazyGuy, do you actually know why the sage green thing is a thing? Because like one of my character traits is that
Nope.
I just have a deep and unrelenting hate for sage green
Oh, I knew
for
that
no
much.
reason. Okay, yeah, that's it. That's it. And fuck you, Beth, for
Should
getting
plan
him to
that.
include it. Yeah, fuck you.
I told you I would.
You said you'd do something, but I didn't expect it quite like that.
All right.
Right, but yeah, thanks for having me.
Not a problem. See you
Sorry,
all
dude.
next week.
Yep, see you. And I might actually try and update my stream layout so it actually looks better.
Alright.
Alright, see you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Alright, and I guess that is a stream. Oh, Jesus Christ. 3.5 hour stream, eh? At 4 in the morning, but there are no noise complaints, so all good. Well, as I said, this will be uploaded onto YouTube, so I guess all I can say is good night, stay safe, and in the event you are entangled by a fucking druid, just stay behind a little bit and see if you can grab a few extra kills and maybe a little bit of extra cash as they go and get pelted by darts. See you guys.